right, guys, welcome into our very special WrestleMania 42 predictions panel episode here on what's going on? BCP Plus. We got 13 matches. I'm hyped. We got the all-star stellar panel. You know what? I was going to forego introductions, but let's just do it. We're in rare form. Bill, I heard you got something for us. Of course, he is the editor-in-chief over at thepopbreak.com. Dad Instincts. Mr. Bill Bodkin, how are you, sir? Good evening.
I'm on another level right now, but I normally sing the WrestleMania theme song every year, right? There was a great video the first time I did it with our wonderful friend Mike Vacchiano that always brings a smile on my face. But I'm at my mom's house right now, so I can't really sing. So I have written a poem for everyone. So here it goes. It goes, whoa, 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 whoa. WrestleMania. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. WrestleMania. We've got Jelly Roll and a punter. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. WrestleMania. We've got YouTubers, vloggers, and a punter. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. WrestleMania. Ticket prices, work shoots, and a punter. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. WrestleMania. Thank you.
I feel like it needs like a snap. Like I want to snap that or like golf clap. Yeah, a little.
William Shatner is raising his cereal bowl to you right now.
I could hear Shatner doing that. But you know what? You're
the
wrong.
New Rocket Man.
Some mixed emotions.
Oh no, my emotions are not mixed. I can tell you that.
There's some excitement. There's some
no.
I think confusion is a word that I have for sure on a lot of things. Business meets storyline. These are our soap operas. As Lucha Rob's going to throw it over to, let's throw it over to a BCP OG. Of course, you know him for the popbreak.com. Always joining me on Sundays on the Downbeat Beatdown Hour on WMCX. Our good friend, Mr. Matt Wittes, maker of brisket. How are you, sir? Good evening.
Doing so good. Thanks for calling me an OG, as I am currently rocking the vintage BCP gear.
Vintage.
Look down at doobly-doo. You'll find out how you can get one for yourself. And if it's out of stock, send something to Rob. Say, we want the originals. We want them back.
The OGs, 10 years. Yeah, Bill messaged me the other day. He's like, we've been doing this like 10 years. I'm like, oh, wow, it's 10 years. Then thank you for sending that, Bill. Yeah, so just thank you guys. All the love. I'll save the mushy stuff for the end, but I appreciate you guys. And, of course, we have an A-plus player here on the BCP Plus. Of course, you know her from the popbreak.com. The one only soon-to-be Mrs. Amanda Rivas. Amanda, how are you?
Good. Excited to be here. I love this time of the year. There's a lot going on, and we got quite a bit to talk about. Like this WrestleMania in particular, there's a lot happening. So I'm here for it. I'm down. Let's go. Let's go. We'll get the chat going.
I have a question before we start.
Real quick.
What does Vicky think about this mask? Is it often
I'll probably get a text message. If she tunes in on the plane, I'm probably gonna she'll probably pop in the chat, or I'll get a text message. So she knows what she signed up for. She knows what she signed up for.
Hopefully.
All right, guys. Let's start with this one. Women's Intercontinental Championship match. Becky Lynch taking on the current champion, AJ Lee. Let's start with an OG. Matt, what do you got on this one, guys? And forgive my rudeness, I'm going to share out the stream. Go ahead, Matt. What do you got on this match?
I don't have a real good read on where this is going. It really depends on, let's be honest, whoever feels they need a break right now.
So me.
Right?
Boom.
Okay.
And
introduce and new WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion, Bill Bodkin. Yes.
Oh, man, that's so great. They're better than my real job.
I'm here for it. I'll just echo that, Matt. Same thing, dude. Let me share this out real quick. AJ, she's had 2-3 matches since she's been back. She had one singles match, I believe, and that was winning this championship. Nothing against AJ Lee. Great to see her back. I'm very happy for all of her fans, but it's I don't want to compare it to the Roman thing. That's too much of a stretch, but the out of sight, out of mind thing, she really hasn't been present, and I want your presence. That being said, I think Becky can do a lot more, as we've seen with this championship. Matt, we've always been a pro Becky show for all those reasons. No disrespect to AJ. I just think if she's not going to be around as much, you got to give it to Becky Lynch. Amanda, what do you got on this one?
Yeah, well, to add on to Matt's point, it really could go either way at this point, and that's in part because of the promotion. It's like there's really like the build for this match has been mid. It feels like a build for a PLE. It doesn't feel like a Mania build to me. And I feel like that's going to be the common thread for me for most of the buildups throughout this card, that it feels like we're building for a PLE. It doesn't have the feel of WrestleMania. And this should be a really solid match. Like I think both ladies are going to do the best as they can. AJ, for as long as she's been out of the ring, and even with the couple of matches she's had here and there, like she's got ring rust, but she's not horrible. And not like some of the others that we'll talk about later. Like her ring rust is not bad. I think they're going to put on a decent match, but I'm with y'all. I would love to see. I'm going to go with Becky winning it. I think again, with AJ, she hasn't been on screen much, or she hasn't defended much. I mean, yes, she's done her promos. We've seen her here and there, but with AJ, I wanted to see more. I wanted to see her back, like not part-time or kind of here and there, not out of sight, out of mind. I wanted more. And so for me, if it makes sense to put the title on her to draw eyes to Mania, but it makes more sense to me that now that she's not going to be around, put it back on Becky. Let Becky do some great things with it, and keep this title relevant and in front of the camera where it needs to be. In actual defending mode, like put it in an actual match. give us something.
I love that you hit on that, Amanda. Yeah, I think you got to add to this title the prestige. Like same thing we always talk about with the women's tag team championships. Like there's little bursts of brilliance with it, and then it just kind of fades into obscurity. So I think that's a great point. We'll go to the chat after Bill. Bill, what do you got on this?
So this is like Amanda hit the nail on the head and beat me to the punch here. This match is indicative of what WrestleMania has been. It's just like, well, we're putting this match on, you should care. It's like, well, no, you actually have to promote it. It's just because it shows up doesn't mean it's going to be automatically there. And I feel like this is a very pedestrian, at best, build to this match. It's the battle of who could care less. Really, it's just like. You put the belt back on Becky, who's had it, and you've downshifted one of your biggest female stars into like the secondary title role. So she's mid-card Jones now, where you could still be getting main event dollar out of her. And AJ, you just don't use her. So I'm going to go the opposite way. I have no real feeling on this match. I'm going to go AJ Lee retains because it's something new and different. And maybe to have the title defended, and maybe have someone beat AJ who could use the momentum. They tried doing that with Lyra, with Becky, and it hasn't worked, mostly because they just saddled her into a tag team. And I think this is a lot of WrestleMania, of the build of the undercard can be attributed to the lack of creative ideas. So I'm going to go with AJ Lee. This should also be a stipulation match. This should be a street fight. You're just doing a return match. Like, no, it should be like a street fight. And I think you'd have way more fun with it. This could be a really fun match between two people. And I think you made it kind of, Amanda, you said it best, mid.
Yeah, and it's not fair to either competitor. Both of them are absolutely
That's another
tremendous.
theme.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who it's not fair to.
This is one that I wanted like more blood from this one, because like you could tell, with the promos, we were getting it with the promo battle. It was fiery, it was fun, and we've already seen AJ versus Becky in the ring once. Like let's change up, like to Bill's point, give a stipulation, like make this personal. Y'all started making it personal and then y'all like backed off from it. And I'm like, come on, this is when these two operate best. Let them go. Let them just tear down the house.
Really, really well said. And I think there was some genius in some of the promos, but then it would just fizzle out and go into the background. So I think you guys hit on that. We got a lot of comments. Guys, share the stream. Keep them coming. We want you to be a part of this panel too. Real quick, Tom Melee, Total with Tom saying, this is why Amanda is the best. We got the Amanda chance already. Gina in the chat saying AJ Lee. I think Kelvin's sitting next to your boy, Gina, on an airplane right now.
He is.
Yeah, he is.
Zicky saying nice face. Air
Oh,
Vicious in the
yeah,
air. Safe travels,
yeah.
my love.
Yeah, you're gonna
Zero
get a lot of
Rob.
surprises when you get home.
I get
Zeto
called to
Rob.
I get called to Zero all the time. I'm used to that. Penta on BCP. Not yet. Not yet. We'll see one day. Certainly will happen. That mask is glorious. Shout out Kelvin. Also in the air. Safe travels, my friend. Real quick, JVD saying Front Row Mafia. Bob hiding from Vargas in plain sight with the mask. Mueller saying big time Bex gets the dub. Patrick Nelson saying, where are you, Patrick? Hi, y'all. Welcome in. Kelvin, he always brings it the wise man. They had something with the 2 in the beginning. They got away from it, though. AJ will retain, but I'm hoping we don't get a red wedding. Ooh, interesting. On the roster post-meeting. I love Kelvin.
Oh, I think we are. I would definitely think we are.
And then we got another Becky Lynch. Also, shout out Jonathan Jefferson over on YouTube. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I think you're subscribed, but welcome in, Jonathan. Thanks for tuning in. Let's go to our next match.
Patrick, I love the
guys. Let's have some
band.
fun.
What's that,
Bill? I'm sorry.
I love Patrick's band with his twin brother from the 80s. It was great.
Here we go.
I was just hoping to pop Matt with that one.
There you go.
Appreciate it.
Go to the Women's Tag Team Championship. We were just talking about it. I think there was moments of brilliance with these tag team championships. I loved it when it was Bianca and Naomi, and they were taking them everywhere. Right now, I had been saying for the past couple months, I thought there was going to be this big gauntlet match. At the time, Ia and Rhea were together. You had the Kabuki Warriors. You had Kiana James and Julia. You had all these teams like, let's do a gauntlet style. Everyone gets a spot on the show. And obviously, Rhea's in the right spot. I'm going to say this now before I go on a rant. Io Sky not being on WrestleMania 42 officially. I don't want her coming out as a manager. Maybe there's going to be some story, but not being in a match, her arguably being the #1 women's wrestler, nay, possibly wrestler on the planet in 2025, and not having a match is criminal. Criminal.
Let the hate flow through.
I knew you were going to say
just let it go.
Am I wrong?
This means a lot to me.
No.
Good, Bill. I'm glad I popped you, Amanda.
No, it's not popping me. My heart is full of pride. There's so many people not on this show.
Yeah. Well, I will save that feedback for when we get to Jade and Rhea for sure. I have thoughts as well. I'm also going to go to the dark side. But
Amanda,
with
yes.
this, with
Matt's
this
going to
match,
blade in
though,
a second. This is going to be great.
Evil
This is like
Ahsoka.
my podcast.
Evil Ahsoka. Here we go. Sith Ahsoka coming in the chat. So for this match, I feel like again we're gonna have some fun spots. Obviously, there's a lot of different talent here. Like obviously, Bailey, Valkyria, like they're gonna have like some good stuff. Like we know that they can work. And I'm gonna sound horrible, but they're gonna be carrying the Bellas in this match, and I don't know disrespect to them. I mean, they are Hall of Famers. Do they need to be working? No. And they have everything else outside, right? But but I give them credit. They're back. Bree came out of retirement and she's back. Brandon is still mad that she was his pick at Royal Rumble. That's been he still gripes about that periodically. That was his number he drew, and he was like, what? And I'm like, yeah, but I give them credit. I mean, they come in, they do their best, and this is an ideal match for them, because this can highlight their strengths, but also everybody else in the ring can work around them, and everyone will have their moment. It's going to be a fun match. Do we think we're going to see anything like exceptional? If they don't squeeze the time, maybe, but I feel like this one might be one of those that has a time crunch too. I think the Bellas are going to come away with this. Right now, we've talked about, Rob, you said it, business meets wrestling. And you're not bringing the Bellas back. I think I want to say it was maybe Nikki or both that said that they signed a contract for 2 years, I think. And you're not bringing them. And we're already, and this was a few months ago, so we're already, almost a year and a half already left on their contract in theory. So why would you bring both Bellas back if you're not going to put some kind of title on them? The build for this match also has not been great. All we have seen on the Bellas is the Danhausen skits that I see. And there's not really, again, a lot of reason to, and again, total disservice to the women in this match. Total disservice. Not enough attention given to their build, to the story. Like I should be caring I should be caring that Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair in this match. I should be caring about Bayley, and y'all put me in a position where I'm like, the Bellas are going to win this because they draw eyes, despite how people feel about them. They draw eyes. They are TV darlings. They can take the belts wherever they need to go to showcase, go on a Tonight Show. This is the media of it all. The Bellas are going to get it at this point. It's a big win. The Bella Army is going to be happy, and I'm happy for the Bella Army, but I think that's where it's going to go, is we're going to see Ann New, and it's going to be the Bellas. There's the business case.
You said it perfectly. I'm going to copy and paste, Amanda. It's a disservice in terms of you had all these great tag teams, women's tag teams, a lot of them not showcased on the show. You have Brie Bella come back. Great to see Brie back. Great to see Nikki back. Great for the Bella Army, like you said. I think they've had one match as a tag team. They were in the Rumble. I think they've had one match. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't want to give false information here, so fact check me on that, guys. But and let's go to the chat real quick, then we'll throw it to Bill. Kelvin saying the Bella is going to win this. I will be upset. Yeah, I think it's going to be the Bellas. I really do. Lyra and Bayley, they're a really great team together. I think the first run was better than this run as a team. I got to talk to Lyra about it. I just thought they had an amazing gauntlet match on SmackDown. Gina agreeing. Patrick Nelson saying the irresistible forces are deadly. I do like that team. I think it's good for Lash to be under the tutelage of Nia. Kelvin in the chat saying Rob's villain arc is coming full circle.
He is wearing the mask now, guys. This could be heel Rob.
That's right. Agreed. For 2-Day Mania, there are so many people on the show that aren't booked on this show. Yeah, Dan, shout him out. Demolition Pod, check out Demo Pod. Shout them out. Let's go to Bill. What do you got on this tag team match for the women?
It's just such a letdown. What's going to happen here probably is this is where we see Charlotte and Alexa implode, right?
Yes.
Because that was never, because like it's too nice. It's too like Charlotte. And you put Charlotte, again, here's another bad bit of booking. Old game managing quarterback Triple H, the booker, who doesn't know. He's taken like Charlotte Flair and it's just like, let's put you in a tag team. Hey, Bayley, let's put you in a tag team and put you in a 4-way that the Bellas are going to win. I've never been a Nia Jax fan, but I do like this team. I think Last Legend is the person. She went from someone they pushed way too soon, way too fast, to someone who is like, she's an absolute killer.
She's the star in this match.
She really is, and it's almost like you should push her, but that's not going to happen because you're going with the names here. So I think that's what's going to happen here. I think this is going to be, it won't be as bad as that 1-4-way a few years ago that I think the Inspiration ran with, like, you remember that match, Amanda. That was like people were hitting phantom moves and we're like, oh my God, what is happening? It was bad. This will be perfectly serviceable, but the Bellas will win due to implosion by Charlexa or a malfunction at the junction by someone. It's going to be a flash roll up win. And I don't know. There could have been a lot better, but here we are.
Can they still do Twin Magic? Can they? Is that still a thing? Like,
I mean, who gives a shit? I mean, it's like that thing. That thing is 20 years old, and it's just like
I'm just thinking
they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. I think once because they haven't.
It's like me and Matt Wittes doing Twin Magic.
I mean, I was just gonna say, Bill. While Matt gives his prediction, Bill and I are gonna try to make the heart that Alexa. Let's see, can we do it? Matt, what do you got on this?
I've been focusing it so hard.
That's about how well the Twin Magic is going to go these days. If it's a male referee, it'll never work. And this is one of the barometer matches for WrestleMania that lets us know what the company cares about and what they plan on doing, at least until next year, and whether this is going to be the last real WrestleMania or not. We'll see how those plans shape out. It's looking like the Bellas.
Wow.
They put Lyra with Bayley because we like Bayley. We like Lyra.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever's missing there that makes us excited about Lyra, I don't know if they're going to find in this tag team. The Irresistible Forces, again, Lash Legend has been showing up.
Mm-hmm.
That
very much
stuff, man. Come on.
Very much like her other half, she has just sort of blossomed in the last 6 months to a year, doing things and showing off in ways that we hadn't seen before. And Charlotte and Alexa, you have Alexa's one of the best personalities we've seen in the women's division over the years. Charlotte, one of the best women's wrestlers ever. At one point, maybe the best wrestler in the company, and probably in the States or in this hemisphere. But if they are going all money, all in, you brought the Bellas here, like Amanda said, for a reason. And you can show them off, or you can show off why people should care. Why? Because they got the belts. Why do they have the belts? So you'll care.
Well, and to
Good
be
takes.
fair, like the
I
fact
agree,
that they're
Calvin.
they are Hall of Famers. They're going to put prestige on these belts. So whoever beats them for it, that's a positive. It's not a terrible thing. I'm trying to find the silver lining, guys.
You're
I'm trying.
so nice. You're
If
such a
it's
nice
any
person.
one of these three teams that beats them after WrestleMania, then what did we even do?
Yeah.
Who's really
Great
getting
point.
the rub for that?
Great
Yeah.
point. Kelvin in the chat saying hot take, Bailey is leaving WWE after Mania, or I'm thinking when her contract runs
Yeah.
out. That's definitely crossed my mind for sure. JVD Front Row Mafia, I always thought Dirty Dom was the greatest luchador of all time until High Flying Handsome.
Yes.
I think it just entered this scene. My high
HFH.
flying days are way behind me. High flying handsome pop. JVD guys, follow Front Row Mafia for sure. on
Oh my
Facebook.
God!
Great.
If you
Please
make
make the
that
shirt.
shirt, make the shirt.
Nobody wants that.
Make
Yes.
fuck
Oh,
yeah! I'll spend money on
Me.
that.
I
Thanks.
I'll
wish.
spend money on that.
Let's go with this one, guys. I mean, I think I know what a lot of us are going to say. Announced seemingly on the graphic. It literally says Demon Finn Balor versus Dom Mysterio. And just like Amanda and I have been saying, business versus our soap opera versus our stories. Sometimes I try to look at it through the eyes of like the kids, because they just want to watch the characters. They want to watch Matt. We'll be watching the Rumble together. The kids will be there. Like I like watching it to see like how they react to things instead of us being like, oh, their contract's up and like just Cody beats the bad guy, And I try to look at it through that way too. But just the surprise of Finn Balor being able to come out here. Is he going to be the demon? He's been hinting at it. No, it's on the graphic. Like it's just like I get
Creatively
why because remove it business
bankrupt.
butts and seats. Sell tickets. I understand that. But just, man, it's just one little thing that you could do to make the show, the storyline, the soap opera, just a little bit more fun. Balor's going to win here, and deservedly so. Dominic, I think, has had, and I don't want to speak out of turn, has had a low-key injury, has not had a lot of matches as of late. I think he's been on the mend just based on the amount of matches he's had. He's been involved in the Liv storyline. He had some AAA matches here and there, but I think Balor wins here, and deservedly so. Matt, what do you got on this one?
Well, let's see if Dom is as religious as Roman Reigns and where that turnbuckle breaks for this one. With
Nice.
let's see if
Nice,
God steps in
nice.
like he did last time, whether the
Nice.
demon makes him come back to life. No, I've always liked Finn Balor, the wrestler, and the demon character. Hasn't always been showcased the greatest. Always best with a shortened walkway. We'll see how that plays out in WrestleMania in a big venue like that.
They got to do the gangrel.
They
They
got
got-
to do something like that.
like
Have him
middle
come
of the
up out
stage.
nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be great. I want to say Finn Balor. I wanted to be Finn Balor. We're trying not to do this, like Rob said. Is he a Black Tuesday candidate? Maybe not. No, okay.
I don't think
And
so. That's just me.
I am going to be the Rob Williams Pollyanna type character here.
My mom
and
says
just
she's Pollyanna. Nope.
with my heart say I am going with Finn on this one. He's been pushed too far, and Dirty Dom gets a comeuppance.
Next shirt, Rob Williams, Pollyanna. There's just a comparison right there. I love it. Gina in the chat saying Demon Finn Balor is going to win here. Would you guys, because the comments are coming in like hot and heavy here. Do you guys mind if I just roll the comments while you guys are talking, or is that rude?
Yeah.
It's literally
I don't want to
your
be rude.
Oh,
All right, Bill, what do you got?
Man, there's a lot of allergies on this show, and one thing WWE is very allergic to is giving Finn Balor any sort of meaningful win. I mean, I remember, I think he beat Bobby Lashley at a Mania, and that went really well for him. But I know, don't Kelvin, trust me. There's so many things that you don't advertise and then do, but I think it's going to happen here because they love Dominic Mysterio, something fierce. Like Triple H, I think wants to adopt that boy. He's the real father of Dominic Mysterio. Not, but it's just like I feel very cynical.
I'm your puppy.
I'm your puppy now.
I'm your puppy now, bro. It's what I do. So part of my head is telling me that they're going to give it to Dominic. But you know what? I'm also going to be polyamorous Rob Williams and say, I know what I did. And I'm going to say that Finn Balor, like Kelvin Catley has told me, you don't advertise the demon without giving the demon the win. Because that also, but if we put our money hat on for a while, Demon Finn Balor is so marketable. And they have never done the best job outside of like that weird puppet. Like,
Oh, that's amazing.
it's a weird,
Demonito?
it's a fucking weird puppet, dude. So it's like, but they still made money off of it. But I think you can make more money with Finn Balor doing this because he's been around forever and he's always been in that Dolph Ziggler role of like, hey, I'm here, I can put on a good match, but I never get to win a big match. So I think it's like shit or get off the pot time with WWE and Finn Balor.
Okay. Amanda, what do you got on this one?
Yeah, so I think low-key this is going to be one of the matches of the night for sure, probably the weekend. We've seen even though we don't, there's speculation on Dom's health again, not trying to spread anything out there at all, but just it's what's out there, right? But again, no confirmation, no anything, but I feel like Dom has grown a lot between what he's done, and I mean in terms of what he's done in WWE, what he's done in AAA. I mean he is not the same, kind of in the beginning where you would face against somebody like Finn Balor, right? Like, I mean, his technique has also improved in the ring. And so, I think these two are going to have a really solid match. I feel like they're going to try to add some personal elements to it. So I'm looking forward to it. I think no matter what, both of them have a great work ethic. Both of them have great technique. And I think they're going to have some really good in-ring chemistry. If it were Finn Balor, I would have said Dom would go over. But because of the demon, I'm with Kelvin. You don't bring the demon back. I mean, especially because there's so much bad blood with how the demon was handled, because you had this cool gimmick. Like, I loved the demon. Like, when he first came out, I was like, this is so freaking cool. Like, oh man, the paint, like the mystique, the vibe, and then it wasn't managed well. It just broke my heart. So I'm like, and you've been teasing it, but you can't bring him back to lose. And so I'm gonna go. I have to go with Demon Balor on this one, because if he loses, that's it. You can't bring the demon back anymore. You have like crapped on something that was so great, even more so to the point where it cannot recover. He needs this win. The gimmick, this cool creation needs this win, because it will not survive a loss.
Very well said, Amanda. Very, very well said. All right, I think we got a hot tag coming in here. I'm going to tag in the Mr. Perfect of BCP Plus. There he is, Captain Handsome himself, Mr. Mike Mueller. Mike, what's going on, man? Can you hear us?
Not too much, man. I'm so excited. I got in right as we're talking about the marquee match of WrestleMania weekend. There's nothing bigger than this match. I'm telling you. I'm not sure. I'm not sure who's going to get bumped down the card for this to headline, but this needs to be the headline.
What do you got on this one, Mike?
I just caught the last bit of what Amanda said, but she's absolutely right. You know, the last two times he's been the demon, he lost that weird match with Roman Reigns where the rope snapped, and then
Oh
the Hell in a
God.
Cell match with Edge. So
Oh
yeah, this
man,
is going to
yeah.
be really bad if he loses. I thought there would be a good chance if he was just Finn Balor that Dom could get this
Yeah.
win. But the fact, you know, JD McDonough is on a match, is in a match on that same night. Liv could be by his side, but I just think, you know, Dom is going to need a lot of tricks in order to get this win, and it just doesn't seem like the firepower is going to be there for him. So Finn needs this win, especially as the demon. It's the right thing to do. Dom doesn't hurt any with a loss here, but Finn gets buried with a loss. So I think it's absolutely the right move to have Finn get the win, even though it does hurt me that the mustachioed heartthrob of the WWE is going to have to eat the pin, but he's still a champion somewhere, right? In Mexico or
AAA.
something. He's
Triple
yeah,
A.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he'll be fine.
He'll be
Where he's
all right.
beloved.
Yeah,
That's
as
right.
he should be.
As he should. He
As
just
he should
killed
be.
it, kills it down there every time.
Yes.
Second greatest Mysterio of all time, right?
The great. Just ask him. He's the greatest.
So I hear. We keep picking the same people, guys. You know, we're a little.
don't worry.
We're a little.
I'm gonna
We're a
screw
little
it up.
down. Bill
Oh,
kind of
this is
started us
interesting.
on a little slam poetry. It was a little somber. We need to get excited. We need some action. We need not to pick the same people in every match. Let's go to this one. Let's get some high flying here. We got JD McDonough with our sponsor over his head. We have
That's
Dragon
crazy
Lee.
because that's a huge head too. You still see most of it. Holy
We have
crap.
high flying, handsome. We have Penta. We have Javon Evans. My favorite, Rey Mysterio, who was like, "Oh, Seth Rollins is fighting Gunther. Okay, I can do the ladder match now." And I have no hate for it because I don't want Rey to retire. So good for you, Rey. Good for you. And Rusev, who looked real strong on Monday Night Raw. Former guest of popbreak.com. Check out our interview with Rusev during I think 2020, 2021. What a gentleman he was. I'm excited for this match. This one will, I believe, be on ESPN2 during night 2, I believe. So I'm very excited for this. It's going to be high flying. You look at all these guys. We know Javon is bouncy. Ray's going to do his thing. High flying. Dragon Lee is insane. JD McDonough is always doing something crazy. Penta, one of the fan favorites here. IC title on the line here. I'm going to go with the bouncy one. And why? Because they love their metrics. They love their record.
Take your mask off. Take the mask off.
Why? Because I picked Javon?
Yeah, you don't deserve to wear the mask now, high flying handsome. You went against
because
your own
I
guy.
filed.
Went against your own guy.
I was
How
trying
dare
to
you?
build. I was trying to build up
How
something
dare
positive.
you?
Now
How
with the
dare
numbers-
you, sir?
We should make this a mask stipulation for Rob. He has to
Yes.
lose yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
too.
never mind. Put it on. Put it back on. Put it back
Oh
on.
my god, you're so sweaty. So sweaty.
Buried.
Oh my
Buried.
god, he's gonna put on the wall the mask. He's gonna start talking to him like Green Goblin.
That's
you're
the
talking to
villain.
him.
What's your origin story, Rob?
it was you.
But
Kill
he's gonna be talking to, no, he's
It's
gonna talk
already-
to him in Spanish, and he's not gonna know what's going on. He's gonna walk around the house and Google translate.
He's
I'm
like,
here
did he say
for it.
biblioteca?
It's already
Not being possessed
Correct.
correctly.
it's already happening. Rob's already going heel, guys.
It's
already
yeah.
happening.
It's long overdue. Let's be honest. I'm gonna go with Javon Evans here, youngest ever IC champ. They love their metrics. They love their records. I think it's going to be a great, really, really fun match for the reasons that it's kind of open to the non-PLE audience during that time. I think Javon is going to do something crazy. Maybe a la like a Sammy Guevara, Cody Rhodes ladder match. I think there's going to be some crazy stuff where I'm going to be worried, like Amanda and Calvin, who know are like around wrestling all the time. I'm going to be worried about everyone's safety the whole time and not enjoy it. But I think it's going to be really, really fun. I'm going to go with Javon. Matt, I'll throw it to you because I believe your son's favorite is Javon Evans.
Yeah, and remember what you said a minute ago about not everybody picking the same thing?
Yeah,
Well, to hell with you, Rob. I'm picking Javon Evans.
fair enough.
No, I think that this is a match where, again, they can get it off the very popular and consistent Penta and try something new that's a little further down the card. They can make it look like they're making an effort to try out new things and go with the young OG.
Young OG. Bill, you tend to go against the grain. What do you got on this? So there's 6 people to pick from. What do we got?
Well, remember I told you about allergies? You know who they never wanted to give a title to? Javon Evans. They were just like, Javon Evans has a title match. I got that. I'm feeling itchy. I'm having allergy to giving him a big win. And you know what? He's not going to get a big win here. They should. He absolutely should win. Put on ESPN. Oh my God, look at this brand new face. But they're not going to do that. They're going to put it on Rey Mysterio because they want that money. Yeah, because again, it's about, if they're going money, they want the most recognizable guy to win. And then you can have him drop it to somebody else. And you know where you go? You have Ray and Dom feud again. And you put that match around the horn. That's where it's going. They're going to go with the guy people know. It's on ESPN. They're going to want that recognition of just like, oh my God, it's Rey Mysterio. He won. Oh my God. I remember watching him, 30 years ago. He won the title. I'm going to go watch this. Yeah. So the young OG is going to, you know what, Rob? Here's the thing about certain guys. They have to suffer. I believe you told me that about Cody Rhodes, how he needed to suffer at WrestleMania 39. Javon Evans hasn't suffered enough, so he needs that story. So that's why he's not going to win. You see how much that theory sucks?
I believe the saying is the money's in the chase. And again, he's new to the main roster, so NXT and main roster is different. But I want to argue with you, Bill. I can't argue with you on some things. First of all, Ray winning a 3rd Intercontinental Championship, for me, I think for the smart wrestling fan, but you had a lot of really, really valid points. The triple A of it all is a great point. And then the Dominic thing, Ray publicly said on a podcast as of late, he didn't say anything about Gunther. He wants his last match to be against his son, which is very apropos and I think beautiful in a way.
Wherever that's going to be.
This Minneapolis. You think that's going to be that soon? Yeah. I don't want him to retire, obviously.
It could be, or if they could. So the optimal place for that to happen would be Triple Mania, which is in August.
Yeah. Interesting.
Unless they move it, but I think it's usually in the summer. So that would be, if he does retire, that's where you do it.
It's one of those things. Ray's my favorite. I'm always rooting for him. I would love to see him win this match. That would be so awesome to win a 3rd IC championship. But again, and I think they know they need to build the future. Who's the next John Cena? Who's the next hero? Gunther took out the big hero. We know we have Cody now. Who's the next guy? And we have a lot of potential, obviously, in guys like Trick, Javon Evans, and I don't even need to say it. Oh, but Femi. Mike, help me out here, Mr. Bill. You're killing the mood.
I don't know. What a mood. I'm bringing levity.
It seems like he's keeping the mood exactly what it has been. So I don't think he's killing anything.
Fair enough. I'm trying. Listen, I wore the mask. I did the
Well, listen, you picked against your guy. I got to call you out against that. It's like going to your favorite band, wearing a T-shirt, and then you boo the first song. You can't do that.
Ooh. That is fair etiquette. Mike, what do you got on this one?
Well, I do want to say that I would have picked Becky Lynch. So I could have thrown some, I know I wasn't on the screen at the time, but I think I got Becky Lynch for that. For this match, it's kind of weird to me that we've got 5, I guess, high flyers, if you call JD McDonough a high flyer, and Rusev. Rusev sticks out like a sore thumb in this match, and I don't trust them to ever do right by him. I think he's one of the most criminally underrated, underutilized people, and I thought Andrade was another one that just was super underutilized. For the cool factor, I am keeping in mind that this is on ESPN2, and yeah, Rey Mysterio is definitely the most recognizable. Javon Evans, I think, has the most wow factor about him and his moveset. But I'm sorry, there is nobody on this planet that is cooler than Penta. Penta is so cool. And this is another one where I feel you, Amanda, when you were talking about the women's match, you're like, I just feel like there should have been more buildup to this. I feel like we're wasting this talent. I feel like there hasn't been a ton of buildup to this, given how many people are involved. It just feels like it's really kind of just been slapdash together. And I got a weird feeling. It seems like a lot of titles are going to change hands at this WrestleMania. I feel like this is one title that might stick. I think Penta could walk out with this. He's just cool. And if you've never seen him before, all you have to do is see his entrance and be like, I can root for that guy. That guy's dope. So I have a feeling I'm going to go with Penta. I do like the idea of Rusev winning this. It's a multi-man ladder match.
That'd be crazy.
That
That'd
would
be
be
The big
crazy.
heavyweight wins. I want, my heart wants Rusev, but I'm going
With
to pick
Lana
Penta.
helping him out.
Say what now?
With Lana helping him out, making her big return.
Look, as long as she's not sleeping with whoever she was sleeping with, I don't even remember
Bobby
that.
Lashley
Yeah, as long as she's
And
not
Liv
sleeping with
Morgan.
Bobby Lashley again.
and Liv Morgan.
And Liv Morgan, that's right. I mean, if she wants to sleep with Liv Morgan, that's fine. But let's keep Bobby Lashley out of it at least. But yeah, I like Penta to retain here. I don't know.
That's a great
A lot
pick.
of people in the chat are going Penta. Good assessment, Mike. And the kids love Penta as well, for sure. Let's see what Kelvin brings to the chat here.
Although now that we've just discovered that Penta is actually Rob, I don't know if I want to
Oh,
keep that
yeah.
pick,
Yeah.
No,
but,
my high flying days are over. Penta retains, but I think this match
Rob's
will be
got
the
that
defining
trick
moment
ankle.
for the young OG. Penta loses, so we could have the return of Lucha Bros for
I
sure.
mean,
I'd be happy with that.
that'd be awesome.
Tyler's got, and Yaz says, interesting fact, no champion heading into an IC multi-man ladder match has
That is
retained.
true.
Yeah.
There's been a new champion in both other matches. I love the stats. Thanks, Tyler, for weighing in. Amanda, what do we got on this one? We got 6 to pick from here. What do we got?
Yeah. Well, I am excited for this match. I think it's one of the matches I'm most excited for the weekend because if it's given the proper amount of time, these guys could cook. I mean, the preview that we got was it like I forget my days of the week, Friday, I think, or Monday, I think. I don't remember. The last encounter they had, it all runs together sometimes for me. I'm old, leave me alone.
There's a lot of wrestling. Yeah.
There's a lot.
There's a lot of wrestling.
There's a
Amanda
lot.
just had a birthday, by the way. So happy birthday, Amanda.
Yes.
Oh, thank
Happy
you.
birthday. Happy birthday,
Thank
man.
Thank you. But the teaser that we got with everybody with their waterfall spots, Rusev came out of that looking strong. And for me, whenever somebody comes out of that looking strong right before WrestleMania, that's like a you're not going to win thing. But we're going to make you look good, but you're not going to win. I was like, so Rusev is out. And I'm like, that's the first thing Brandon and I looked at
I know
each
where
other
you're
and we're
going. I
like,
know who you're going with. I can tell you, you're going with JD McDonough because you stand a short king.
I like the long hair, not quite. Did like his gear though. Did like his gear. I'm here for
Sorry,
it.
I had to do it.
Nah, I know. But I think we're gonna have some really great spots. I'm gonna be holding my breath a lot. Kind of like, getting back into my, watching Brandon do stupid stuff, and like I'm like, are you sure you want to do that? Yeah, that's a whole like, oh, what's like the craziest thing I can do? I'm gonna do it, and that's gonna be all of this in this match, but it's gonna look beautiful. Javon Evans is going to come out looking like $1 million. My heart wants him to win because the people are behind him. He's everything that they've given Javon Evans. He has taken and just elevated it. Whether they again send him down to AAA, again we saw what he could do in NXT. What he's done with everything in the main roster, like whatever they've given him, he shined. Is he going to win this match though? He should. He absolutely should. If you really want to just crown that all of those achievements. But to the money business point, I think people would be upset if Rey Mysterio won. Like, not horribly upset, but it's like, oh, okay, with all of the caliber of talent, and Rey's going to do great. She's going to just, again, I can't even roll out of bed without tweaking my back, and he's just going to be great doing stuff in the ring here. But I think it's going to be Penta. I'm with Mike. It's going to be Penta. Penta's going to, and again, it's not a bad call. I want it to be Javon, but with Penta in this match, I mean, again, he's money. We love him down here. I mean, he showed up here at a Spurs game and people just went bonkers. Like, he has the crowd appeal. He has the marketability. Yeah. I think if somebody is the heir apparent to Rey Mysterio, it's Penta in terms of the crossover, the crossover marketability. Rey is everywhere. Rey is not just lucha. He's not just like, he's pop culture royalty too. And Penta is the next person to have that mantle.
Oh no!
So,
show Damian Priest my
show Damian Priest.
Our sorry to interrupt the man. Our audio listeners, Kelvin saying he's on a flight with Damian Priest. I'm going to show the stream to Damian Priest and ask him to escalate it. And I'll tell you what, he should, because Damian Priest and R-Truth not on
Why?
WrestleMania.
Why?
Why?
To your
Why?
Do we hate fun? Do we hate
Yeah,
fun?
right?
The answer is
do.
yes. Like I'm confused. Like
We value money over fun, guys. We value money.
They only
over
have
fun.
2 days. Where are they going to like crowbar into fun?
So I think
Fun?
we need to make WrestleMania a
That
3-day
was-
event next year. I think that's the clear solution.
I thought they were gonna do like Miz, Kit Wilson, and somebody versus
Yes.
Priest, Danhausen,
Danhausen and yeah.
Put
I was like,
Danhausen
that's
on the sphere or get him a blimp.
Why isn't
Limp.
Danhausen on this card? You have
No,
built
he-
him
well, that's
the
thing, he
incredibly.
will
be.
be.
He'll
Well,
be.
going to show up.
Wrestling though,
No,
like
I don't think people
I
want to
don't
see him
know.
wrestle.
I mean,
think
as long
people
as he
like
wrestles the
what he
Monday
does.
after,
There's
like,
gonna be a
give him
in-ring-
something.
It's going to be an in-ring bit, kind of like how Miz and Truth and Joe Henry were at Cena's last match. They kind of did like a quick little bit.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
gonna
I
be
thought you were
something
saying.
like that.
Remember that?
Or-
I thought you were going to say. Remember when Miz was in the ring and Shane McMahon blew out his leg? You know, like that's where Danhausen is going to come in. He's going to curse Shane McMahon.
He's going to curse somebody. He's gonna curse
Can
somebody.
I say what we should be doing with Danhausen?
Yes.
Yeah.
If we're not going to have him at WrestleMania, Danhausen should win the Andre Battle Royal.
Yes. Yes.
If they're doing it, like, come on.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Isn't
At
it
this
on
point.
SmackDown?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it
Did
typically
they
is,
announce
but they
it?
don't.
I haven't
They
seen
haven't. The last
anything.
couple of years, they haven't
Yeah,
announced
yeah.
it.
I think they did announce it.
I've not seen
Okay.
anything yet.
Cool.
So
Well, they're gonna
very
book it.
interesting.
They're gonna book it
Also-
5 minutes before the show starts on a pizza box, so it'll be fine.
Break-
Yeah.
breaking news: Danhausen has uncursed the New York Mets.
Which
So
means
Mets
the
fans,
Mets are gonna suck even more.
are they winning right now? Somebody check the score because people are like, if they win tonight, like, that's the metric. So someone please check the Mets score.
He's the new Grimace.
Yeah,
If
well, that's
it
what people were
happens-
saying too.
If it happens, I'm like, can we please come down? Like, let's put your curse, like, uncursing to the test. Come uncurse the Dallas Cowboys.
No, fuck that.
Come on.
Tell
God
on.
damn, you sold your soul. They sold their soul in the 90s. They're fine. They're good.
Yeah, the worst thing that could possibly happen in that case is that it works. All right.
There it is. Here we go. Send Danhausen to Bloodsport unannounced.
Yo,
Here
have,
for it.
have him shoot on Josh Barnett. That's gonna be crazy.
Tyler straight up just betting on all 3 NXT call-ups, and why not all great talents,
not?
the young OG, Trick, and Femi, and great segue there. Tyler, it's like you've done this before, Yaz. Sami Zayn, who I've been saying for over a year now, should be a world champion versus someone who I think is the truth. I think we all can agree. Trick Williams, the man who kind of bridged that relationship between TNA and WWE and carried that championship, had a great feud with Carmelo Hayes, who we all feel has done a lot on SmackDown with his open challenge and just the match quality and the things he can do in the ring, deserves to be in this match. Now, I think this is something about some sort of knee injury. I don't know if that's an angle, if that's real. But he deserves, if he's healthy, deserves to be on this. I just want to say it here. I don't know if you guys echo those sentiments. I think they strap up Trick. Just to copy Yaz, I think they strap up Trick here. Sammy's kind of been in that limbo position. He was kind of around the world title picture. He kind of did that. All right, I need to get on the Mania card, so I'm going to do something drastic. Not necessarily heelish, but drastic. Accepts the open challenge, wins the title, and sure enough, he's taking on Trick. It's time for Trick to have some gold around his waist, over the shoulder. The entrance is great. I like what they're doing. It's got to be Trick Willie. Let's go to Bill.
Man, what a horribly booked match. It's just like Sami Zayn, babyface, trying this slow turn heel. Everyone hates him. Trick Williams acting like a heel, but everyone cheers for him. So it's just like, yes. And Dan, you're a sainted angel. I agree.
Well, wait.
Oh, coming from the Giants, really?
Yeah, no,
Really?
we're fucking
He's an
awful.
Eagles fan. He's an Eagles fan.
We're terrible. We know.
Oh, well, we know that. Well, at least the Eagles both. We were at least in alignment that the Eagles suck. So
Yeah, but it's I just think that like it's such an oddly they're both positioned in an odd way. I think just go full babyface Trick Williams, and no, Bubba, he should be a world champion. I agree with Rob, and I just think that it's Trick all the way. There's so many fresh matches you could do, and this is the way to get Sami for a full blown heel run here, and you need that because he needs to freshen up. And don't do this slow burn shit. Just do it. Just have him snap.
Kelvin in the chat saying Trick Willie for the win. Carmelo Hayes being Mania is criminal. Yeah, same thing I said about Io Sky not being on. Bubba said Sami should be a world champion. So he agrees with
Question
you, Bill.
mark. No. He said
Oh,
Shammy should
question
be a
mark. You're
world
right, yes.
champion. Question mark.
And Rob, you need to get some. Is it that apparent? I look how I feel right now. And we got one more. Gina saying, I'm feeling it's Trick Willie. And then a double turn proposed by Yaz, really going
It
out
should,
there. Very
yeah.
interesting.
It should be.
Yeah,
I see Mike
100%.
Mueller. He's been nodding a lot. Mr. Perfect, give me the perfect pick.
I was chomping at the bit to get in there before Tyler said it. This has to be a double
sorry,
turn.
man.
It's all good. This has to be a double turn. There's no other way to play this. You've been sort of hinting at it for a while. And the beautiful thing about it is it doesn't matter who wins or loses for the double turn to work. Sami can take advantage of a bad situation and do a low blow or something like that. Or he just loses and he's super pissed off and he just goes ham after the match. But we've squeezed all the juice out of this underdog Sami Zayn story that we can as the baby face. And let's not forget, Sami Zayn is a very entertaining heel. Conspiracy theory, Sami Zayn was awesome. And while he is probably, like I said, he's probably a better face than he is a heel. We've done as much as we can with it. For this go round, it's time for him to be heel. We all thought when he was babyface he was going to shave the beard and go back to the short hair, and none of that happened. He kept it all. Might as well make it worthwhile and turn him back heel so it actually the look fits the personality. Trick Willie should get the win here. I think he will, but I can also see a scenario where Sami Zayn retains because of taking advantage, and we're going full heel. And also we have more sympathy for Trick Willie and we want to root for him even more if he gets screwed in this scenario. So if you're going for a double turn, it might not be a bad idea to keep the belt on Sami Zayn, but my official pick is Trick Williams.
Good assessment. As always, Mr. Perfect. Matt, let's keep it moving, bro. What do we got on this one?
Oh, yeah. This is that double turn coming. Trick Williams came in. He was loud, brash, boisterous, maybe even a whole lot obnoxious. But was he ever really doing anything wrong? No. Sami's just being a hater. And the crowd does not like a hater. They already made that known. So they want to hear about lemon pepper steppers. They don't want to hear about any of this. Get your feet off the table. This is serious business, mister. No.
Mad Witness on
Sami
another
is
level.
Yes.
going to be the bad guy here going forward. Hey, I'm not the bad guy. You're cheering for this guy. He's the bad guy. This is the double turn, and it's going to be a win for Trick Williams because maybe not next WrestleMania, but they've got maybe a year to start putting guys like with Javon Evans, these mid-card titles poised for people so they can start being main card titles when all the guys who are my age plus are thinking, maybe I don't want to get beat up for a living anymore.
Yeah.
And start transitioning over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Matt, always great point. You guys are really doubling down on the double turn here for sure. Amanda, what do you got on this match?
I'm adding my double down to their double down because I feel like the double turn is coming. It is. It has to. I mean, Sami, he's as a babyface, he's getting stale. People are turning on him. The crowd is turning on him. Like, just not even. It's straight up. People are tired and they want Sami to do more. Because I hate to say it, Sami should be a world champ, but I don't see them putting him unless he has a really successful heel run. Maybe, but even then you already have heels. So like good, like solid heels. I don't see him in the world title picture for a long time. I hate to say it, if at all. It's unfortunate, but that's just the way he's been. They let him, and then that's a whole separate conversation, I think, on that. But I think with the heel run, it's going to do a lot for him. It's going to rejuvenate him. It's going to be, and again, we're not used to seeing heel Sami. It's going to be something different, something fresh. This is Trick's time. If you're not going to give Javon Evans the win, you got to give Trick Williams. Like right now, he is money. He is fire. He is charismatic. He has it. He has it. And if you're looking at it from a business standpoint, Trick Williams with a belt, again, on the main roster, money. He is money. He has the look. He can cut the promos. He can do the in-ring work. He has charisma. The man aura farms straight up every time he comes to the ring. Like, that's what you need when you need somebody, because again, you have people right now. Again, everyone's pushing 40. Like, you have Roman Reigns as like the face. You have Cody Rhodes as the face. They're aging. It hurts me to say it's aging out. But you need to have the next generation. You need to have somebody who would look great on camera, as well as having the in-ring ability. And Trick Williams has the potential to be the next face of WWE, because he, again, is charisma personified. So Trick Williams for the win.
Wow, there it is. Great job, Amanda, as always. JVD Front Row Mafia. KO appears, takes out Trick, partners with Sami again. Sami's already heel. Time for the prize fighter to return. That would be cool. And then we hope, KO's doing well and that he's healthy. I think I saw that they pulled him off WWE World, whatever that does or doesn't mean. And breaking news from Front Row Mafia. This was just submitted to me. High
flying. T-shirt.
Whose body did they put you on?
That's his body. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
They just added the cape.
Are you implying that that's not me, Bill? Is that
it's just like I didn't think that color palette was really you.
Oh, okay. Sure. Fair enough. Let's go.
Thank you for a war guy,
The Joe Henry. The Joe Henry is my favorite one. We have Drew McIntyre, Jacob Fatu, unsanctioned match. Want to say this real quick, and I need to write this for Bill tonight, so don't let me forget, man. And this is what I'm going to say, Bill. Tell you right now. Drew McIntyre, I mean, we've been saying this on the pod forever, man. Makes, lemonade out of lemons, takes whatever he has, man. Tell me when I'm telling lies, the memes, the social media stuff. He posted something today about airport etiquette, which was great to kind of the fans. He's a heel, but like they love him. We love him. He's brilliant. I like what he's able to bring to the table. He has been able to kind of find the use in losing or being, screwed over in a lot of ways. And he's really leaned into that. I'm so glad that he got a recent WWE championship run over in Europe. Very, very well deserved. Fatu, I think some of us on the indies, Amanda, you might know, he's a real one. He has just always been a good dude.
Yes.
Always kind, courteous. Anytime he runs into Vicky, hey sis. He's a guy who's going to work the indie show up at the barbecue afterward, hang out with everybody, have some chicken. Like, he's the man, and he deserves everything. He comes out, he has a great entrance, everyone loves him, and I think there's something to that about just being that real kind of person. It just kind of emanates on screen. I think that's what people kind of have, it's that intangible, and he just deserves all the success that he's getting. There were arguments, should these two be in the title picture after Elimination Chamber and the way everything planned out. This is going to be the unsanctioned match where they're going around the arena, really using Allegiant Stadium. I just hope it's not in like that corny street fight kind of way. Give me some brilliance, because Drew's involved. I'm expecting some outside the box creativity in what he's going to do. I'm actually really excited for this match. I want to see, they're giving lemons. What can they do with this match for Fatu's benefit? I'm going to go Fatu, because Drew can take an L and make it gold. So it's a win-win situation. I mean, technically someone's going to lose. It's a win-win situation here. I'm going to go Fatu on this one. Let's throw it to Amanda.
Yeah. I think these two are going to make, definitely, I agree with you, Rob. These two are going to make the most of what they have with this unsanctioned match. As much as we know, Jacob Fatu is just a gem of a person. He is a tremendous competitor too. Like, Drew is rough in the ring. Jacob can definitely, give it right back to him. And this has the potential to be a great, like, brawler style, like, we're just gonna mess each other up, and it's gonna be great, and I'm here for it. I feel like Fatu needs the win here, because it's one of those where he's always been right there, like, just it's right there, the momentum, and it's like we're getting there. Again, I'm gonna say this, as much as I love my tribal chief, here comes Fatu in the picture and stole some of that shine, right? Like, it's like, you get that attention away from the OTC, like, and not even really trying to take the attention. I mean, they had to keep these two separated, because it's, well, we can't put these two fighting against each other, because what if Jacob Fatu takes the aura? Like he's another one that he comes in, he's super charismatic. People are behind him. He's a magnet for whatever he does. Another charisma king over here. And I feel like if he gets this win over Drew, this is the start of his push. This is what we need from him. Again, he was going up against Cody Rhodes, like in his face, like just give him that push, like just let him cook. And this is gonna be the era of Fatu. He needs this. Let him have it.
You guys are crushing this. Great take, Amanda. Bill, what do you got on this one? Fatu or Drew?
Man, I know WWE doesn't like doing blood, and they probably don't want. And if they do, it'll be in the main event of either Cody. It would probably be Cody and Randy. But man, I hope these two beat the shit out of each other because this is what they do best. Like Drew is like, man, he is a great brawler. And like when he has a great dance partner to just create violence with, it is a thing of beauty. And this is the match of the show for me. This is the one I want to see the most. But there is just one that's come very close, but this is just these two in a match, just brawling is going to be great. Amanda's right. Jacob Fatu, like a lot of people on this card need a signature win. He has not had one. He's always been that dude who's like, he's so impressive, but what's his big win? If you watch the Royal Rumble, he was like a benign presence. Like he had that huge entrance.
Yeah.
Pyro, all that stuff. And then it was like, oh, BT Dub, he did nothing. You know what I mean? And it's just like, come on, like it's Jacob Fatu here. So I think he wins here because he needs that signature win. If he doesn't get that signature win, he's cooked. He's done. He's mid-card Jones, and nice knowing you.
Great stuff, Bill. Yaz really bringing it tonight, saying my biggest concern is if this match, and it is on ESPN2, I forgot about that. It makes me think they won't let them go as far as blood. It should be a bloodbath, but I can't see that on ESPN.
I agree.
I'm a facts guy, man. I appreciate the details on that. Great job. Shout out Yaz on that one. Keep us posted on the Mets score. I want to see if this curse is lifted. Matt, what do you got on this one?
Yeah. You know what? From just the match perspective, these are brawlers. Drew McIntyre looks like a secret boss character from Street Fighter, and Jacob Fatu looks like the guy on an actual street that you would cross the street to avoid. And yeah, this is, are we going to do Jacob Fatu or not? And I think they're going to. I think, as everybody says, Drew can come out with the L and turn it into something. Jacob needs a big win on a big stage because the people are behind him. Like I said, there's something very real, something genuine that shines through on him. And one of the arguments that people have had about a lot of the top tier guys is, they just don't want to get behind the golden boy. They don't want to get behind the guy that, everybody thinks, that's the guy who's going to be there. And somebody who has come from some really bad situation and gets there, it feels like, hey, that's a feel-good story. And I think Jacob Fatu is going to have some people feeling good on WrestleMania.
That's
all right.
Really well said, Matt.
Yeah.
Come on, that's why he's here. Hey, real quick, shout out Courtney Rice, Women's Wrestling Talk. Congrats, I believe you said, on 1 year doing what you do over there. Thank you for interviewing the Vicious One. Guys, follow her, of course, saying hello. It is WrestleMania week. I love it.
She's going to be making her pop break debut as part of our WrestleMania All-Star panel. Yeah. As
great. Shout out Courtney.
On this podcast.
Thanks for chiming in. All right, Mr. Perfect. What do we got? Fatu and Drew.
I'm in agreement that Fatu should get the win here and probably will get the win here. The problem with Drew for a while was he was the guy that did great work but always lost. They kind of rectified that for a while. They gave him a short title run that kind of pacified it and made him a legitimate threat again. But I think this is his time to do the job once again. Jacob Fatu needs this to Matt's point. I think there are two people on the main roster that I legit would cross the street to avoid, and it's Brock Lesnar and Jacob Fatu. But once you know Jacob Fatu's story, like you said, like it is impossible not to root for this guy.
Yeah.
I like him. My bold prediction for the night, and I really want to be wrong on this, but knowing these two and how far they're going to go to steal the show, someone's getting legit hurt in this match. I believe. I mean, both of them, Jacob more than Drew, but both of them have a propensity for injury. I think they're going to pull out all the stops because I think they feel like they should be in a title match scenario and they're not. So they're going to say, let's go out, let's put everything out there. And I have this sinking feeling that we're going to find out on Monday or Tuesday. One of them is going to be sidelined for a while. That's just, I just feel like that's going to happen. Go ahead.
Could you see them doing a spot where like Jacob hits like a moonsault off a balcony or some shit, and it ends in a no contest because they both can?
Yes, I absolutely. I wanted to be super bold and say it was going to result in a no contest. The fact that it's unsanctioned makes me think that somehow it'll get to a finish. But I think personally, I think it should result in a no contest because I think there's still more meat on this bone.
Oh yeah.
There's still more story to tell. I want to see him fight again. I haven't even watched WrestleMania match, but I want to see what happens after that with these two. So I could see it end in a no contest. I also want to say too, real quick, I saw Drew in the house show in Detroit and against Cody Rhodes, and Brandy is from Detroit and her family was in the front row. Yeah. Actually, one of my friends is very good friends with her brother's fiance. So I'm really hoping I get to meet Cody at the wedding. That's what I'm pulling for. But Drew said some unforgivable things at that house show to where like, I mean, I didn't know how far Drew would push it. He will push it in a way that makes you a little uncomfortable and be like, hey man, there's kids here. We maybe should not be saying this.
Yeah.
Make you blush for sure. Something about how maybe Brandy's mom wishes that she was with Drew and not Cody because she'd have a better looking son-in-law and stuff like that. It was really good. It was really good. But yeah, this could end in a no contest. I don't think it will, but these guys are going to go balls to the wall. I think this is going to be the most ruthless match of, even with all the high spots in the ladder match, even with what Gunther and Seth can bring out. I think this is the match that's going to make you squirm the most.
Yeah.
In a good way.
All right. I think Nick Aldis might get involved. Why not? It's unsanctioned. That's actually the perfect place for him. Why not? Fans want it. I'm here for it. That's good. Thank you, 711. Yes. So hit that subscribe button.
It's Savan
Levon.
Thank you.
I loved your man in the 80s. It was great.
Calvin saying can see a no contest. The only reason Mike is not picking a no contest is because he wants those perfect picks. Imagine if he gets perfect picks and he picks a no contest. He's playing the odds. I like that.
That's too bold even for me.
I respect it. Speaking of bold, now let's go to Gunther versus Seth Rollins. A bit shoehorned, perhaps because of the Rey Mysterio fractured ribs in this one. But I do see some connective tissue. I didn't see it at first, but I do see some connective tissue here with this match.
So what's the connective tissue? Sell me on it.
Okay.
Because I don't know. I can't.
I didn't know at first either. And Seth didn't know. Seth wants to know, right? We're thinking Gunther is hired by Paul Heyman. Nope, not hired by Paul Heyman. Thank you for doing that. I don't know why you did it. And he's going to go, you're going to owe me more than just a handshake and just a thank you. And it's kind of like the favor thing again with Paul Heyman. Where's SummerSlam?
Minnesota.
What is that favor going to be?
Retire Brock.
Retire Brock Lesnar. That is the pathway to Gunther and Brock Lesnar. These are the seeds being planted. That being said, I think it's going to be a really good match. Look, I've been very critical of the division and hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's getting better. Shout out Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, hopefully on the mend. I said take the L with division. They just kind of made them a tag team here. And whether they're doing that 6-man match,
which we have
with IShow Speed, you know,
have to.
Even Heyman is more involved with Lesnar at this point, you know, so it's not like they took the L. They just kind of made it like just a tag team instead of a faction, which is the right move. The hooded man was just a little too much. All the you know, they kind of like the putties and Power Rangers. That was the first thing I thought of. Shout out to all the great extras who got an opportunity, by the way. I love to see that.
Oh no,
But
but
Yeah,
you know what
40
is it?
people got a paycheck. That's great.
Yeah,
There-
it was like T-Bar Mania. What was going on?
Oh, we're doing
T-Bar
T-Bar-mania's back.
T-Bar Mania. They were all like,
no
what
sign
was
of
it called?
T-Bar.
It wasn't Sanity. What was the name of that group they were in?
Oh, Retribution. Why are we talking
Slapjack
about
and
this?
T-Bar
Why are we
Mania?
doing
Because
this?
that's what they look like. Remember?
It wasn't great, but I think I see the connective tissue here. It has not been my favorite storyline, but my guy is not getting retired. Ray's not getting retired. As soon as that match is announced, Ray's like, I'm good. This rip feels good. I'm good. Let's throw me in the ladder match. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I support you,
Got
Ray.
some stem cells.
Support
It's
you, Rey
fine.
Mysterio. Look, we know what's going to happen here. Gunther's going to win. It's not a career match here. I don't think Seth's career is on the line, nor should it be. I'm hoping to see a really, really good match here. I think they're going to be able to work really well together. Matt, what do you got on this one?
Yeah, this is the one for the pro wrestling purists that want to see like real wrestling match at WrestleMania. It's going to be in the minority of matches in that case, but this is what it's for. I wouldn't be surprised to see this as an opening match to get everybody going, whether it's night 1, night 2. I'm not sure where it's slated for, but I can certainly see that. I see it going to Gunther only because he's building something. Seth is maintaining something and maybe looking for a break. So go with Gunther.
Go with Gunther. Can't go wrong with Gunther. Amanda, you're a huge Gunther fan. What do you think about how this played out? What do you think about this matchup?
Matt's right. This is gonna be a wrestling match for the purists. I think these two were put together in a, again, it was shoehorned. You can't lie. We had to try to get both of them on the card. At first, I wasn't super crazy about it because I'm like, well, Gunther's on this streak of retiring legends, but I'm like, well, I guess there's only a certain number of legends to retire on the
every
roster.
match can't be retiring a legend match.
Yeah, because I'm like, who's left? Like going through the list here, and like the current legends are occupied in other feuds. So so I'm not terribly upset. Like this is going to be a solid match in the ring. I think again we're going to see some good spots, and good for Gunther getting Rollins. Like I think this is going to be better than we expect it to be. I actually do have Gunther winning, but I feel like we're going to get Seth is going to lose, and it's going to be with a little interference here. I think we are going to get Braun Breaker.
Wow.
I feel like we are going to get Braun Breaker because if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if he is. I want to say he's cleared.
He is cleared.
At least from what he's cleared. They just kept him away.
Under observation. Yeah.
Yeah, he's being kept away because this match has already been announced, and it's can't really. You got to leave something, right? And I feel like that would be the easiest thing to do is have Braun Breaker come in, take out Seth Rollins. Gunther gets him to go to sleep. I don't even think Seth is going to tap. He's just going to be out thanks to a crazy, devastating spear by Braun Breaker. And there you go. And so, again, it doesn't hurt Rollins to take the loss in this regard. He's protected if Braun interferes. Gunther comes out with a win, even though Seth isn't a legend from a retirement eligible standpoint. Seth Rollins is a pretty pedigreed, yes, I said it, opponent here. So, I mean, technically, he's a future legend in the making. And to have a win over Seth Rollins, even though I feel like we're spoiled, we're a little spoiled. We're used to seeing him, right? We have Seth Rollins in full, but Seth is also approaching 40 plus, and not too far from it. And so, I mean, this is another good win for Gunther.
All right. Going to the chat. Kelvin. Gunther isn't winning this match. Really? I mean, we'll see what the panel says. All right, Kelvin. Gunther didn't need to retire someone just because. Plus, if anyone should retire Ray, it should have always been Dom. Yeah, I think we just said that earlier. That should be his last match, and very apropos. I would love to see Dom don the mask one day. I just think, obviously, it doesn't make sense right now, but I think that would just be a very real moment. Gunther definitely winning, going the other way from Kelvin. Yeah. Rollins getting put to sleep for sure. Yeah, I do see that. I mean, it would just hurt Gunther so much more if he lost. Why ramp him up so much? But you never know what's going to happen unless you're Mr. Perfect. What do you got, Mike?
Well, the problem with Gunther when he does lose is his hubris. He gets overly cocky. He doesn't take the win when he can, and he ends up falling in some way that you go, well, if he just took the win when he could have, he still would have won. That's sort of the MO with Gunther. And I feel like if there is no interference in this match, Seth Rollins should win because of an over cocky attitude from Gunther. But that's a big if, and I don't think it's going to happen. I think we are going to get interference, whether it's, I would love for it to be Braun Breaker, because then it also, a loss here from Seth Rollins, especially with interference, keeps the story going of him needing to get revenge on Paul Heyman. And then he can go
Yeah.
through all the Vision guys and then kind of one at a time go up, up, up. Because if he beats Gunther and like they try to interfere to stop it and he still beats Gunther, he kind of doesn't really have anything to prove, because Gunther is from a canon situation. Gunther is far beyond anybody that's in the Vision right now. Gunther is superior to all of these people. So I think that there will be interference. It will cost Seth Rollins, and that will give him the reason to continue his John Wick storyline with this all black outfit and have to take out the Vision one by one. I am disappointed that in the build of this story of Gunther not being, and I shouldn't even say hired gun, but I mean, why can't Gunther be a Brock Lesnar type person where he's not in the Vision, the stable per se, but he's officially represented by Paul Heyman. Plus,
Yeah.
also, how Paul Heyman is that to just leech on to the most successful person in the business right now
Just
and
retired
do that? Like,
John Cena.
right. He retired, and so of course he wants to put his name by that. So that disappointed me when Gunther came out and said, this is just for me." And the line that he gave about, "I took it personally and this is personal." No, it's not. There's nothing personal about this. So I wish that it was more of a direct tie to Paul Heyman. But I think ultimately, yeah, Braun Breaker is going to come back, or everyone else in the Vision is going to somehow get involved and cost Seth Rollins this match. Gunther wins through a lot of chicanery. But if it is a clean match, no interference, Seth Rollins wins because Gunther gets overly cocky.
All right. Good stuff, Mike. Guys, breaking news. Kelvin has just landed in Vegas. Glad you're safe, man. I think Victoria's close behind you. She should be landing soon, so enjoy. Kelvin's going to be covering WrestleCon. He's all set for the collective. Shout out Chad for helping us out with that. I think he's got some interviews scheduled. So, Kelvin, really enjoy yourself. Get some sleep, brother. These weekends are crazy, man, and we will be living vicariously through you for sure. Let's go to the chat before we throw it to Bill. Gunther's already lost 2 big Mania matches. Yeah, he lost to what? Jey Uso last year. That's a great point. Savan 11, excuse me. Gunther kind of has to win to get ready for Brock. Let's throw it to Mr. Bill Bodkin.
So I wonder, like, would Brock retire at SummerSlam, or would this be a big chip that they would hold for Saudi Arabia? Because you're thinking like, hey, we need marquee big matches. And what better marquee big match to do than have Brock Lesnar lose in Saudi Arabia and have him retired in Saudi, although the way they book Brock Lesnar, he probably end up winning anyway. But I think this is what they're going to set it up for. You're going to have a Man in Black come out, and they'll probably do like a wacky misdirect where it's like Austin Theory, but it was all a ruse. So Braun Breaker comes back and hits a spear on Rollins. It's going to hybrid. What a guy. There he goes. And
man, let's go.
And then I would have, Braun will do that, and then Gunther gets the win, and then he'll call his shot. Like, he'll call his shot for Brock, and I think it would be Brock at WrestleMania next year. And that's how I would build it, and have the two behemoths like racking up bodies on their one win and loss columns, and to the point where it's just like, they're both unbeatable. Who's going to win? I mean, that's how I would do it.
Got it. All right, guys.
Can I add to that?
Yes, very quickly.
Yeah, super fast. I could see a scenario where it's those two at SummerSlam. Brock wins, and then you get the Saudi match, and Gunther says, "If you can beat me twice in a row, I'll retire." Of course, Gunther wins, and then we get the third match at WrestleMania where Brock's career is now on the line, and then that's how you retire Brock at WrestleMania.
There you go.
Very well said.
And then he
Mike.
gets to win in his hometown.
All right. Good. Oh, you guys are so good. We hit 11 o'clock, but we still have 5 more matches. You guys willing to power
Jesus.
through?
Oh,
We got it,
let's
we got it, we
power.
got
I
it.
want to keep you guys
Oh.
2 hours.
The
for,
powers of
all right.
pain. Let's go.
All
Go
right,
fast.
guys. I'm going
Right
to say this,
behind me.
guys. Please stop with the spoilers in the comments, just for people who may not have watched yet. Yeah, please. That's like the second or third time I've seen the same comment. Please, no spoilers, because if people are invested emotionally and following storylines, no spoilers from tonight's results. All right, guys.
They're
If
talking
you guys
about
wouldn't mind.
AEW. Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying not to. Yeah, but just no spoilers in general. Yeah. All right, guys, let's go. Well, you know what? We kind of danced around this. Let's get into it. Arguably, what could be, perhaps should be, the main event of WrestleMania. Just in terms of build, I have a feeling this is going to be a shorter match. This is going to be on ESPN2 night 2, I believe. They said it's going to be the opener. Not surprised here. I have a lot of thoughts on this. Let's throw it to Amanda to get us rolling on this one. What do you got?
Oh, geez. You know, my prediction was going to be completely different if this was on WrestleMania, the actual WrestleMania card, and not on ESPN, or like, you know, on kind of more not the opening match. The build for this has been much better compared to most of the other card, and I'm glad. I mean, they have put so much time and effort into Oba Femi, as they should. Oba is just, oh man, he is amazing. I love Oba Femi. I am here. I am standing on that hill, and I will be on this hill like forever, because I think he's incredible. He has it. The dance, by the way, his entrance does fit every dance style. Just saying.
Yeah.
But and this should be a match where, and I think this is going to be a good one where, you know, there's going to be some big kind of displays of power and whatnot. It should be Femi just whipping the crap out of Lesnar, like inheriting the mantle, because he should be. If anybody should be the next Brock Lesnar-esque Mystique big guy, can't really like. It should be Oba Femi. But for me, I'm a little nervous that this is on ESPN2, and I feel like, well, we should give Brock Lesnar the win, because it's the business is going to come into play here, and it kills me on the inside. I want it to be Femi. It should be Femi. Femi should be the one to retire Lesnar, in my opinion. This should be it. But and Lesnar has made Oba look good in this. Like, has sold everything, has done what he needed to do, and we know Brock, he doesn't. Right? Usually, if he's not crazy or interested in the opponent. But damn it, I hate picking Lesnar. But because it's on ESPN too, and it's the opener, it's money. I hate it, but I have to go Lesnar, even though my heart says I want it to be Oba.
I think that's really fair assessment. I'll wait till you guys go, and I don't think I'm going to steal your homework on this one, but I think that's really fair assessment. Also, Bill, you're a real one, because I'm doing this by myself, and like you started doing it with me, so I appreciate it. So Bill, you go next.
Oh, listen, man. There's 3 guys in the last 25 years that WWE is obsessed with making look strong, and they're all main event guys on this show: Randy Orton, Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar. None of Brock Lesnar has lost a few matches here and there, right? You know, he's lost some titles, but they always make him look tough. They always make him look strong. And WWE is so space-brained, and I feel like Triple H's booking mentality has just reverted to 2019. And there is, once again, we need the Oba Femi needs the struggle, right? And he did the worst thing he could possibly do as a babyface. He made a promise to the crowd. When you make a promise to the crowd as a babyface, you fucking lose every time. And it's right. It's ESPN. You have this opportunity more than anyone. I am not a big WWE guy, but Oba Femi cut one of the best promos in WWE that I've seen in such a long time. I was like, this dude has it. He's fucking awesome. He sold me a ticket to this match. Sadly, that ticket is straining him straight to hell, because he's going to lose. They're going to have Brock win. Why did Brock Lesnar beat John Cena at WrestlePalooza on his retirement tour? Nothing came of that. It was a fucking waste of time. And this will be too, because as much as we want Oba Femi to win, as much as he should win, so he could be the next world champion. He's going to lose because they love Brock Lesnar. They want to keep him strong. And you're telling me you're going to do some sort of big Gunther, Brock Lesnar retirement match after he just lost? No way. No way. I'll be happy to eat my words if he wins. That'll be the best thing to happen. But he's going to – Obafemi's losing this match. And you're right, Tyler.
Wow.
It's a complete disaster if he loses. But they don't have a fucking clue what they're doing right now. They really don't.
I love the passion, man. And wow, I thought I was going a different direction from everybody, but it seems like everyone's pretty much on the same page for this one. Matt, what do you got on this one? Is it Brock Lesnar or is it the ruler?
In terms of the match, it is going to be great. It's just big sweaty men bumping meat, as Big E used to say. If you want to know
I think they're slapping.
why I think it can be Obafemi,
Yeah, bump and beat was a whole different
if
way.
you want to know why I think it'd be Obafemi, you can check out popbreak.com, see my prediction on that. But for the purposes of this panel, I'm going to go in the other direction and tell you why it's going to be Brock Lesnar. Outside of maybe John Cena, Brock Lesnar is probably the most influential professional wrestler of the 21st century. Yes or no? Pretty much, right?
It's a short list. He's on a short
Yeah.
list.
Yes, it's a pretty short list, and I think he's there. And it's going to be ESPN and a second one. Christopher Nolan, the Young Bucks, and Triple H. What do they all have in common besides the fact that I'm a fan of all three? They all are going to drag
overrated.
something out 30% longer than it has to be if they think they can get away with it, whether they need to or not.
I mean,
They are going to make this
There it is.
so that
Margarita Matt is out.
we're going to get
effect, man.
another one. We are going to get another Oba versus Brock down the line. If he wins now, we don't need it. Brock kind of slinks off. Yeah, I showed some fear in my eyes, and I got taken by the younger guy. But, hey, Heyman's there. Heyman has the vision. They've shenaned before. They will shenan again if that's what it takes.
Nice.
They're going to stretch this out till SummerSlam at least. And that's why I think it's going to be Brock Lesnar.
Wow, man. All right, so let's go to the chat. Shout out Michael SD in the chat. Good to see you, Bad. It's been a while, man. Total with Tom saying maybe it's going on free TV so they can get Oba over here. And that Courtney Rice
I would
in the
like
chat
to see it.
Yeah.
Love to see it.
We were talking about this on Women's Wrestling Talk on the Issues of Creative. Would love for Oba to win, considering it's his first WrestleMania, but wouldn't be surprised if Brock wins. Man, everyone's been saying Oba's going to win. This is Oba's time. Oba's going to win. This whole panel, I think we've all picked Brock. I thought I was going to be alone. I'll share my thoughts in a minute. Mike, Mr. Perfect. Go. Are you going Oba? What are we doing?
I thought I was going to be the only one picking Brock. I really did.
Are we all picking Brock?
My rationale is a little bit simpler, and it's not the he needs to struggle thing. I'm not buying that.
I just like to bring it up to Needle
Of course. Oh, no, of course. No, as you should. But it's simply Brock Lesnar, I think he's lost the last couple times he's been. I mean, he beat John Cena, but he lost to Cody Rhodes, went away for a long time. I think that we do need to, especially if he's going into a match against a feud with Gunther, I think we need Brock to have the momentum. Obafemi is young. He's going to be around and on top for a very long time. This does not kill Obafemi. Losing to Brock Lesnar in your first big match does not hurt you at all. The inverse is very opposite. I agree with all of you. I think it should be Obafemi. I want it to be Obafemi. I think in the long run, it will be Obafemi. They're not. I don't think they'll fumble the ball with him. I think he will be a main event guy for a long time to come. But for this moment, right now, it does need to be Brock Lesnar, and it should be Brock Lesnar, and it will be Brock Lesnar.
Matt, you do not have to raise. You've been here since we were doing a microphone.
I know, but I wanted to wait.
He's polite. Let Margarita Matt.
He's polite.
No, Matt, you can pull rank.
Margarita Matt's gonna be a thing now. This is the next shirt.
It is.
T-shirt.
Piggybacking
I'm a
off of
Margarita
Mike,
Matt guy.
this is your sound bite for this one. WWE needs Obafemi to win this more than Obafemi needs Obafemi to win this.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's the quote.
That's the way it's
Wow.
looking.
That's the quote.
But if they can get away with it, they're going to go with it.
Wow. I mean, I was popping for shenanigan. I thought that was great.
I agree with that. See, Mike.
Yeah.
I agree with Sivan Elvan here.
Can you read the comment just for the
Yeah,
for the audio
he said, "I
listener?
disagree. This is a much needed win from Oba. Oba losing makes him look like everyone else. I think WWE has had this problem, whether it was Triple H when he was
Yeah.
a wrestler or as a creative. Like they fumble on momentum and they never can pick it back up. And I get and dude, I totally get what you mean. Like Oba has this intrinsic star power. Like how could you miss on them? How many guys have they missed on? We could just say the same thing about Bray Wyatt. Like, how the charisma, the creativity, and then like how many times did they fumble that? Maybe that's a bad example, but like there's so many guys throughout the years that they were right there and then they lost the big one and they could never get it back because they never there's always something popped up. You know what I mean?
But to me, this
Balor,
isn't the big one.
All
This
these
is his first
got
match
you,
on
but
a main spotlight.
But
I
it's
figured it out.
oh no, he's gonna put the mask
and I'm
back
glad
on.
I waited because I took all this information you guys gave. I'm a metrics guy, I'm an
That was a
analytics
joke,
guy.
Owen.
It's computing here, right? No AI. This is all right here. I apologize in advance. Oba, he is the truth. We've all known it. We've seen it in NXT. One of the very big NIL success stories. I hate to admit it. He's so good. And it's not just the in-ring stuff. He lifted up Brock Lesnar like a little baby.
Yes.
Like a little baby.
Like a little baby.
Like a child.
Wee
And-
little baby.
The look on
who's
Brock's
your daddy?
face. Brock almost teary-eyed at times. The look at Brock being so giving to this man. And let's think about all the interactions they've had. Brock has gotten not the better of it. Oba's gotten the better. And then the one time they kind of had like the draw because it was a brawl, and then last Raw, they didn't even interact. Like Oba has been booked so strong. I was there. I hate being the I was there guy. I apologize. Cena's last match. That being said, I was there. Cena's last match, Oba versus Cody. I love seeing the guys when they come from Black and Gold or NXT to the main roster. Do the fans know him? Are they going to do the chant? He comes out, the Oba, who you just felt it, man. It was so good. And I think Cody felt it in the ring with him. Drew interrupts that match. Everyone's like, man, this guy is the truth. He's had a handful of matches on the main roster, a handful. Beat Johnny Gargano, squash man. I think he took on both War Raiders when we were there in Philly, Matt. He hasn't had the big match yet.
I don't know.
But what's appealing to me about Oba, besides him having every tool, is, man, his interviews at first, hearing his interviews, like people would ask him a question and he wouldn't like go A or B. He would kind of meet in the middle and have like some real clever answer. I'm like, oh, wow, that makes a lot of sense. But that promo, I mean, all of his promos, even on NXT, but that promo last week, oh my gosh, like there was like a respect you had for him. Like, he said like a cliche line, like it was pillar to post. He said some cliche line, and I just believed it because it was him. Like, he has all the tools. He's gotten the better of Brock going in. That being said, I think Brock is going to be willing to give in this match. I do think because Gunther right now on paper, I believe is set to retire Brock Lesnar in Minneapolis at SummerSlam. I think Oba loses here. And I agree with Mike. I don't think that there's too much harm in Oba losing here because Oba, he's already, look what he's done already. I don't think there's harm here. But to get around what you were saying, Bill, I think it's going to be one of those matches where Oba gets the better of him and Brock's like, oh no. And Brock does like a un-Brock-like thing. I don't want to say low blow, but something that just kind of turns the table. And he's like, I got to get the edge here. Then he gets him a couple F5s. I think he does something like that, low blow, whatever it is. And that lines him up for suplex.
The Kimura.
And it's going to be shorter than we want it to be. We want it to be drawn out. I think Oba's going to start real strong and make Oba look like a little baby all over again. That being said, I got to agree. I got to say Brock Lesnar wins here, but I think Brock really likes this guy. I think Brock knows. I think he's retiring in SummerSlam. The story's Gunther, but like I think Matt or Amanda said it, I think he can run it back. I think it's a Brock's hand. If he wants to run it back, I think he wants to put Oba over. And I don't want to speak for him, but he's impressed by Oba. I will say that. For that reason, it opens doors here. There's a lot of routes you can go. I do not think this hurts Oba at all. In fact, I can make a case if Oba wins here, he could never lose again. Brock was seen as kryptonite. I just looked it up. 15 guys pinned Brock Lesnar. That's it. 15. Angle, Guerrero, Like, not a lot of people pinned.
Did you just burp?
I didn't say nothing.
It was like
I'm being subtle.
Marshmallow.
My
Both
audio
these
glitched.
guys.
But yeah,
I mean it.
I got to go Brock Lesnar. So that's my. I don't even know if that was a rant, but I'm gonna go Brock Lesnar on
you're
that
right.
one, and I'm excited for it. I'm excited for this match. Very invested.
Yeah.
Speaking about being emotionally invested, I want to know what you guys think about this one. Stephanie Vicaire, Women's World Championship defended against Liv Morgan. Let's go with Mr. Perfect.
I don't care about Stephanie Vicaire.
Well, thanks for
And
coming
that-
on, Mike. We appreciate you doing it. Your
And
time.
that
Thanks for coming on.
that is not because of Stephanie Vicaire. That's because I just don't think the build around her has been great as champion. She came
Fair.
in with a ton of momentum, a ton of fire, and it just really hasn't done much. This to me is I'll say this is the lock of both nights. This is Liv Morgan all day. This is she's jumped her, but she hasn't gotten the better of her so much to where it's it's the classic misdirect that they do before the big event. It's just this is Liv's time. It's been very apparent for a while now that it's her time, and she's got a new theme song. We gotta love that.
Buddy. Do we have to love that?
It hit the billboards, and I will say, it did. Well, I mean,
There's
they
a
said it
car that
did,
goes
so
off
who
the
knows?
road. What's your point?
Margarita Matt, man. Holy
He's on fire.
Liv wins.
Wasting a room.
Sorry, Mike.
No, you're good. Liv wins. This is to me, this is the biggest no-brainer watching this build, watching the way that they're positioning both of these women. This is Liv all day.
Do you think it's gonna be a good match?
No.
Yeah, you just don't seem excited about it. I'm gonna
No,
go the other way.
because I'll tell you, and I've said this ever since I saw her cash in person. I was there. I as a character, I love Liv Morgan. As an in-ring performer, whatever. I think she's very whatever.
All right.
But her character is amazing. Like her acting ability, her personality, all that stuff. It's very charismatic. She draws you in. I want to see what she's gonna do next. But once the bell rings, I tune out.
All right, so I'll push back on that a little bit more. I agreed with you on the last one. I'll push back a little bit, and I did feel that way about Liv for a long time. I feel that she's proved herself, especially in the Rumbles, like being the workhorse of some of these Rumbles, really showed out. And I get what you're saying in ring. Obviously, the emotion, we'll talk about that in a little bit, but I feel like she's come a long way in ring. Out of everyone in the Riot Squad, I did not think it was her that was going to be longer tenured and the breakout star. Jersey's own, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big Stephanie Vicaire fan. I think she's arguably one of the best wrestlers in the world. I'm waiting for it, Bill. Go ahead.
Fiery. This is a spitfire lady.
I think here we go. I think she's fantastic. That being said, and I told Kelvin, I'm never going to pick against her again because I picked against her once and I was wrong. I'm never going to pick against her again. But I do agree with you here, Mike. Ever since she's won that world championship, and deservedly so, won that Battle Royal at Evolution, became the women's world champion, that jetpack. I can't remember another woman that's coming to the roster that quickly winning the world title just like that. Deservedly so. They see the value in her, but I think they were, and we've talked about it, they were a little afraid of this language barrier, and the route they took was inserting Dom or, having her do her promos mostly in Spanish. I think she's very endearing when she speaks in English. Her story, which they haven't really told on Raw, is very, very endearing. How she grew up poor and sold hot dogs and to get wrestling lessons, and wrestling would feed her because she couldn't afford food. She's been doing this since she was very young, and she's fantastic in the ring. That's why. But I think it should have been more like how Penta, we were talking about this earlier, like Penta does his promos in Spanish and English, and we know Stephanie's still learning English, but Penta is just so endearing, man. Like we talked about the star power that he has. It was almost like she just did an interview with Chris Van Vliet. It was fantastic. I just don't think it was almost like they were scared of the language barrier, and I don't think they approached this necessarily the right way. Also, she got injured. Also, they changed the song. And again, I think there's I know a lot about the music stuff. Is it I don't want to get too into it, but is it paid per time it's played? Did you just, this person paid you to make this song? Now you get that one fee out the gate. Again, I don't want to get into it because I know too much, but my guess with this thing is it had something to do with using this song and some sort of financial end to using that song. So they changed the song. You get this generic player one. So she even said it in the interview. She's like, I like my old song better. You're right, Mike. She's been watered down a little bit. I think she should have been having like these banger matches with like Charlotte Flair and like just showing up, been a little bit of a workhorse. Yes, she was injured, but Liv has had all the momentum. Liv emoting, and I know it's not in ring, Mike, but Liv emoting, and yes, she got cracked in the head. We watched it back. I'm like, did she just get cracked in the head?
Yeah.
And we both went, oh, and I'm like, I don't want to watch it again. Someone check on Roxanne, by the way. Why aren't we talking about Roxanne at all?
Right.
I hope they're both okay. That was really, really scary. That being said, and I've been saying this for months, I think this could be the match of WrestleMania in terms of in-ring. I really think I do. But now I'm a little worried because it's a little bit more personal. Liv's emoting, kind of like Tiffany Charlotte that one year. Like Liv's emoting on stage when her eyes were bugging out and she has a bump on her head and she's screaming at her. Like, I'm like, oh, some of this is real. Like she's working, but I was scared. I think we've all seen that before. Like I was scared. It's a Jersey girl thing. I'll put it that way. So Matt
won't
just
come
like,
back to
Yeah, I know.
that's like no comment. Like the girl I date is named Vicious. Like, it was crazy, and I give her all the props in the world. I feel like Liv deserves it, and I'm sorry for being long-winded, guys, but
It's
I
definitely
really
care. You gotta get the wind in.
Yeah.
I'm actually going Liv Morgan, and I can't believe it. I'm going Liv Morgan on this one. Bill, go ahead.
I came on the show and I said, man, Stephanie McIntyre with her talent, man, is like a first ballot Hall of Famer, man. She's like can't miss star. Man, they put her in Antarctica because she is ice cold, dude. Like she is afterthought Jones right now. As soon as Liv Morgan entered the Rumble, it's like obviously she's going to win this, and Stephanie was just holding the title for her. And it's like I think the crowd does. They've kind of turned her into, okay, if we don't see the devil's kiss, who cares?
Thank you.
And I think that sucks because she's way more talented than a hypersexualized move that should have been put in a tent. We've known each other a long time, man.
Yeah.
Thrown in the trash 30 years ago. But that's what it's become. And I think the crowd was more interested in like, ooh, there's a Raquel Liv split here at the Rumble, and that seems what they were more interested in than anything with Stephanie McIntyre. This is, like Mike said, Stone Cold Lock of the Night. They'll have Raquel and Roxy interfere, but like, yeah, I have no interest in this match because I know what the result is already.
All right. I don't want to steal anyone's thunder, so I'll stay out of the comments for now. Amanda, what do you got on this one?
Yeah, this is also, I'm with everybody here. I think this is the lock of the night too. It's Liv Morgan. Obviously the release of this song's timing says it all. This is again where the business is. Right now everyone's like, oh, Liv is trending. I have seen so many Liv Morgan memes on my feed with her expressions. Like she is everywhere right now. And money says put it on Liv Morgan. I'm with Bill. I could go on a soapbox rant about how Stephanie McIntyre has been just criminally just underused, chained up. Like I'm just all I hear is just on her physique. Yeah, that's a whole thing about women's wrestling that I can't like. The attitude towards her is very much attitude era. Women are sex objects. We're gonna sexualize Stephanie McIntyre, and she does not deserve that at all. She's so talented. She is, whether she's cutting a promo in Spanish or in English, phenomenal all the way around. What she says comes from the heart. She has the look. I mean, she crushes it in the ring, but she's been dumbed down to the devil's kiss. And I am so upset about this because this could have been, again, if they had built this right, if they built Stephanie right, this could have been, especially with the other women's match that we'll talk about, this was going to be the women's match of the night. I still think ring work wise, it will be, it's still going to be better than the other match we'll talk about. But this could have been so much more. This could have been too charismatic, mysterious. Like you have Stephanie's mystique versus Liv Morgan's like crazy, and they could have done so much more with this.
Yeah.
I'm just thanks a lot. That's all. This hurts my heart. It's gonna be Liv. She's put in the work. She deserves it. But man, we could have gotten so much more. That's all.
I mean, I think that was really, really well said, Amanda. Thank you, man. That's my best.
You know, listen,
Really-
Amanda represents America.
It does.
No. That's good.
El Grande Amanda Condo.
Oh, there you go.
Yes.
T-shirts
Next
tonight.
T-shirt. That is a
Martini
T-shirt
Matt.
right there.
I got one.
What do we got, man?
That is a Martin
Oh, what do we
Scorsese.
got? Like
that shit
like we've been
cinema.
saying, Stephanie Vicaire, great story. Not much of a wrestling scene in Chile and Argentina, and somehow she got to the biggest stage there is, doing amazingly. Once you get to the main roster, though, Booker T isn't on the Booker committee, so what did we notice throughout this build here? It became about Liv, and just like Becky Lynch gets her nose broken and becomes a hero from it, when Stephanie ran into the back of Liv and Roxanne, and it was CTE, E for everyone, they ended up creating a new moment where, wow, if we weren't behind Liv Morgan before, we're behind her now.
Yeah.
Because she went through a legitimate injury on the way here. Hell, this is not just Jersey talking here. This is everybody, just like Alexa Bliss. Liv Morgan is one of those people that can emote, and you can see it up in the cheap seats. Amazed she hasn't found a job with that didn't involve getting kicked in the head. But she's going to be getting kicked in the head, but walking out with the belt at WrestleMania.
Guys, great assessment on that, guys. Sevon saying, I would like to see Stephanie versus Becky after this. Becky could bring out.
That would be a good one.
That could
like
be fun.
That would
I
be good.
really
That'd be
like
fun.
that. That's comment of the night.
That
right
could be
there.
what we're looking for.
Love
People
it. Great
just beating the
comment.
shit out of each other.
Can I
It-
say
it
one
doesn't
thing in
travel.
defense of Liv's song?
Of course.
It stinks.
So is it a good song? No. But I do like that it tells you who she is. And we have for a long time
Yeah.
complained about the generic songs. And what I love most from the golden era is if I played a song and I showed you 10 wrestlers, I'd say just pictures of them. Which song does that wrestler goes to that wrestler? You'd be able to hit 9 out of 10, if not all 10 out of 10, because the song tells you who the person is in its style and its words. At least this does that. And if this is a stepping stone to better quality versions of the same thing, I'm for it. That's all I want to say on
It's
that.
very fair, man.
Yeah,
I got
As a music
I
guy,
can
too,
back
I
that.
appreciate that. Great. Thank you for
Hashtag
having
Jim Johnson for Hall of Fame.
that.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. It was
Get
awesome.
that hashtag going.
I was gonna say that. No scoffing at that.
We alluded
No, I
to
was
it.
just-
Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill, WWE Women's Championship. Cargill not really defending so much since winning it. I think it was December 5th, if I remember correctly. A few house
Yeah.
shows defended on during the holiday tour. I think maybe 1 or 2 on SmackDown.
BDO
They surrounded her with Meechin, a very underrated worker. Meechin, B-Fab. I don't know if that's Matt and we talked about it on the radio. Is that some sort of safety net here? Are we telegraphing something here? We don't have EO in the equation in any sort of WrestleMania capacity, but she has been kind of hovering around Rhea the past 2 weeks here. I think EO took on Jade on SmackDown. I have not watched that
Yeah.
yet. I didn't
She
want to see
lost.
that.
Yeah,
The EO of it all has me intrigued. I would say this is the lock of the night. Again, criminal that EO Sky is not in a match at WrestleMania 42. But just looking at this, I would say Rhea is the lock here. It's time. They seemingly got her away from that tag team, but now EO's in the picture. Look, I've been very positive, for lack of a better word, on Jade. I'd be a hypocrite. I tell people, hey, sometimes you just got to take an L. You got to know when to take an L. I think she has a lot. I think and not just the look. Like, I think there's potential. Some of the big moves look really good. She gets it in a lot of ways, but I say there's little things. And Matt said 2 years from being 2 years away. Is it footwork? Is it timing? Is it certain things? I don't know. They've kept her out of the ring seemingly as the champion. I want to say, she had a good match with Naomi. There was moments of brilliance there. It's just never come together fully. Rhea, I think we said Rhea or Charlotte or someone like that could bring the best out of her. This is make or break. This is the test, man. I really want to keep waving the Jade flag, but I don't know if I can anymore. I got to pick Rhea here, but is there an EO thing? And if EO's involved, I'm not against EO turning heel. I kind of get it. I'd turn heel if I was EO. I kind of get it. In fact, the first time she turned heel on NXT, it was awesome. It was one of the best heel turns ever. It kind of put her into this final form that she is now. Is EO getting involved here? Is this going to be an after the match thing? I don't know. The EO Sky of it all has me intrigued. We obviously put women around Jade Cargill, so are we evening the odds here? How long is this match going to be? I'm just going to go with the safe money here. I'm going to pick Rhea Ripley. Amanda, what do you got on this one?
This is the match that is frustrating me the most of the women's matches because, I'm trying to be careful with what I say about Jade because I don't want to come across as like a major hater or anything like that, but she has the look. She has the physique. She has on paper what you would want as a WWE superstar. But her ring work is not where it needs to be as a champion. And you've had time. And the fact that WWE is not, I feel like the fact that they, and again, no disrespect to the other two women that they've inserted in this picture, I'm glad for them. They're going to get TV time out of this as they should, especially Mission, should. But this is saying they don't have faith in her. If you're not having her defend, if you're having to put her with people, it's like I think WWE is finally seeing she's just not picking up where she needs to be at this point. And, and I would have been okay seeing her go against Rhea solo. For me, the fact that they've had to add extra people to this, the focus is for me not on the title. It's now oh, we're having this whole separate storyline going and EO's got something here. And, we're creating a new faction. And it's no, this is supposed to be a women's championship match. I would have liked to see Jade go against Rhea without all of the interference, see what she can do. Because again, Rhea's phenomenal in the ring. Make Jade put up or shut up, right? But now the focus is off here. Everyone's worried about EO, and then I feel like this is going to turn to a situation where, basically I hate to go against, I think I'm going to go with Rhea on this, but it's not going to be clean. We're going to have interference, but I kind of think that we're going to wind up getting a 6 women, we're going to get two small stables going up against each other. And I think the third person that's going to join Rhea and EO is either going to be a returning Bianca Belair, because that will get Jade away from the title picture. Bianca would be a great choice to bring back at this point because we don't know where she's at. We get updates here and there, but we don't know. Or get Kyrie. I mean, you have EO kind of getting involved with Asuka and all of that. Bring Kyrie in at this point and put her together with everybody if you're just going to do it at this point. I'm upset because this should be a women's championship. The belt doesn't even matter in this match, I feel like. But I'm going to go Rhea because, again, your money, Rhea Ripley, is pop culture at this point. She's pop culture money.
Great take. Great take. Matt, I see you thinking over there. What do you got, Martini Matt?
We've talked about this before. I always compare Jade Cargill to the late great Sid Vicious. Nobody else looks like that.
Yeah.
Nobody else does 3-4 things perfectly well, very impressively, and that's kind of about it. As long as you don't have them do things that they don't know how to do. The anti doesn't have the talk, doesn't have the touch, but has everything else you want. And we said before, it was shit or get off the pot with her. And I think this really comes down to, Amanda alluded to it earlier, where's Bianca with this finger that's been plaguing her, that apparently required more surgery? It's been a year now. If it's looking like she's coming in soon, then I say keep it on Jade and let it go to Bianca. If she's not, then Jade, she can sit there and she can throw around just about everybody, but nobody throws around Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
Otherwise, she's not really who she is. and you got to go that way. So with maybe they're holding on to it, but everything says that Bianca's not ready yet, or we're going to have to go with Rhea.
All right, Mr. Perfect.
I don't love the Sid comparison for one reason. Sid connected with the audience. The audience cared about Sid.
Yeah.
There
That's
is
very true.
There is an intangible quality to connect with the audience and understand what they want to see, what they want to feel. And she got what I think of with Jade. I think more of who remembers Test. That's what I see. That's what I see with Jade, where she's got the look, she's got the size, she can do a few things really well, but she just doesn't connect and people don't care. And she's not giving them a reason to care. I don't know what it is. It's that intangible thing, which is such a cop out, but I just don't think that she has that. And I don't think that that's something that you can teach. You either got it or you don't. And your look is only going to get you so far. And if your in-ring work doesn't make the step up, which it doesn't appear to be doing, I think she's destined for the mid card. There will always be a spot for her in that roster because that look is insane. But I think we've seen the ceiling, and I don't think we're gonna bust through that anytime soon. Rhea Ripley should win this. Rhea Ripley is a phenomenal performer. Rhea Ripley, talk about someone that can connect with the audience. Rhea Ripley has that. And I got a little upset when you compared her to Sid because I literally watched Sid versus Shawn Michaels Survivor Series 96 last night. And yeah, she Sid Vicious. She is not.
With the Jose Lothario bump?
Yes, that poor man.
Right.
I think he's still on the floor of Madison Square Garden, actually.
It's almost like Lex. It's almost like when you know what's more apt to. It's more like to Lex Luger in WWE.
There
Not
you
Lex
go.
Luger in
Yeah.
WCW, but yeah, it's just like a perfect look. But but yeah, the big thing with Jade is, it's just like they changed nothing about her. Like WWE is like classic for like changing a little bit of something, tweaking stuff here and there. Like Cody, he didn't really need to tweak because he was in his own hemisphere. Same thing with CM Punk. They were all their
Because
own
he's
thing.
perfect.
CM Punk or Cody Rhodes.
Yes.
Okay. But Jade is like, so they just want to make this happen really bad with her because she has that money look. And if she ever connected, she would be a megastar, right?
Yeah.
Same thing with Lex Luger. And they're really trying to make this happen. So I think the one name we're not talking about here is Naomi coming back and costing Rhea the match. Because here's the thing, Naomi's coming back as a babyface. I don't think people wanted to boo Naomi. I really don't think they wanted to. She did a great job of making people want. She did a great job with her heel turn, with the razor blades in her hair. All that stuff was so cool, right? And I think her coming back, she would get a massive pop. I know Rob is not doing the dance, which shows you how tired he is. And I think she costs the match because I think maybe Io Sky gets in. She entangles with B-Fab and Mishin, and that allows Naomi to come back and help. It's not going to be I don't think it's a clean loss for Jade, but I'm going to go Rhea Ripley because you do need that star power. You do need someone fresh. Jade beating Rhea would be the definitive win. And that'll show you how much faith they have in her. If she beats Rhea, that's her definitive win because she's never had one. But the other problem with Jade is there's not enough shows for her to work.
Yeah.
Like they needed those house shows to get people to actually work more. But I think it's going to be Rhea Ripley. I actually had Jade winning this, but the more I think about it, they're going to go with the money. That's going to be Rhea Ripley. And also, like, Tiffany Stratton, not on this card either, too. And, like, man, there's so many people.
Chelsea's on the shelf still, right? Chelsea's on the shelf.
Chelsea's hurt. Julia's not wrestling. There's a lot of people.
Chelsea, this time next year, we're going to be talking about
boo.
Chelsea holding this title. I think Chelsea's going to be a world champion next year.
I think she should.
Called in now. You heard it here first. It is pronounced 7-Eleven. Okay, there you go.
All right.
There you go.
I was giving you more of a new wave type of vibe.
Saying the fact that Jade and Rhea actually had some real heat, the fact that we didn't play into it was another failed build. I don't know how much I want to say here. You're not wrong.
Yeah,
you're not wrong.
you have to be careful. Yeah, it's like
you're not wrong.
You could, but yeah, not.
There's too many. By the way, there's too many work shoots going on in there right now, so it's just like let's not do that.
Yeah. I'm just being careful what I say with that one. You're saying Jade retains is because it's going to come down to Bianca beating Jade for. Okay. Oh, that would
I mean,
be
that's
full
a
circle.
logical. That's a
Yeah.
logical answer, man.
Great comments. Great. And then saying Jade needs Vicky Guerrero. We need more women managers. Okay, more women managers. I'm here for that.
Oh, I can think of other people.
All right, guys, we're powering through. We're powering through. We hit our 2-hour mark.
I can find other people on the street right now.
Yeah.
Dude, you know who was, get Amanda to do it. She could
Yes.
The Vision and I Show Speed versus the reunited Usos, who at Madison Square Garden had a new song and did not eat, and then they about faced on that. And LA Knight, Matt's guy. Matt, will throw it to you first. This is going to be on ESPN2, I believe. Are we introducing the audience to the good guys and the Usos here, or does the celebrity get the win?
Oh God, I feel so bad for him.
Do they need to do this? But yeah, I don't want to say this, but who needs the win here? The decimated Vision.
Yeah.
That needs to have something behind them. Their two biggest names are out cold right now. They're poised. They can come back, but they need to prove that they need to be shown that there's something. And can the Usos take that out? Yeah, they're still the Usos. Are they still going to sell LA Knight merch after this?
Yeah.
Well, I would like to say yeah, but we'll see. We'll see whether he's got Billy Corgan on speed dial still.
Oh, he does.
Wow. You know what, Matt?
What's Eli Drake doing back in the Impact Zone?
Nice. My favorite joke. That's my favorite joke. I'm gonna go just because it's on ESPN. What's the other ESPN match that day? I'll have to look at it.
That Brock Oba, or is this night one?
No, this is night one. So
yeah,
is it? I think it's True Fatu. I think it's True Fatu. We talked about that. So I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna go baby faces. I'm gonna go. I just because. The Vision needs to be done. I'm sorry. Celebrities don't typically win as much, right? Hopefully you don't want that. I think it's just going to be about the entrances. This is going to be about the big entrances for the Usos, especially. LA Knight's going to get the pop. Speed's probably going to be streaming it, maybe we'll have a camera or something, the social media of it all. But I think the Usos and LA Knight win here, and that's not just me, Matt. That's a fact of life. Bill, what do you got?
There's no chance the babyfaces win because the babyfaces win on the entrance. Like all we want to see is the yeet, and all we want to hear is go, yeah, and that's it. That's where they win, and that's the Usos' high spot is the entrance, and then it's nothing from there. It's Logan Paul and I Show Speed. Those dudes are going to bring eyes to ESPN. That's who their partner is. They want that, and that's what's going to happen. So they're going to have these guys win, like Matt said. And I felt his pain on it, my mother Margarita might help that, is that, honestly, it's like the Vision needs to be reestablished because if you're going to have them eventually lose the title somewhere, you have to give them some sort of credibility. And I'm sorry, Logan Paul is probably on the fast track to getting a major championship within the next year or two. Yeah, well, dude, it's what it's going to be. Kenny Omega predicted it. He's like, it's going to be Mr. Beast and Jake Paul. It's not going to be Mr. Beast, but it's going to be Logan Paul or one of these guys is going to be in a main event going for a title. Yeah, and so this is what they're building for. And so this is what's going to – so let it be written, so let it be done. I don't like it, but no one asked me. Well,
there's going to be a big moment of that match. It's probably coming out of Logan Paul.
Yeah, dude, he's got a lot of athletic ability. I can barely say athletic.
Amanda, I'm sure you have feelings on this.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I mean, yes, the entrances are going to be spectacular. I think they're, we're going to get the yeet, we're going to get the it's going to be all good. But yeah, I don't see the baby faces winning. You don't pay to bring somebody in like speed. You don't to have them lose. And I mean, the Vision, I'm with everybody here. The Vision needs some kind of momentum, anything. I mean, if this is the one where baby faces are going to lose, this is my lock of the night. It's the Vision that's going to win this. And we'll get some fun stuff. I think it's going to be Speed, though, that has the moment versus I think Logan will have a moment, but I think Speed's going to do something dumb, too. And then of course, yeah, he is. And you're just like, but why? But why? Like Logan Paul taking the risk makes sense, but yeah.
The Maverick.
Yeah, but the other point, yeah, there was another point I was going to make, but my brain just fried. And yeah, this is a lock of the night for me. Let's go with the vision and speed on this one. And but the Usos, this will not be the last of them that we see.
Locking it up there, man. Okay. Yes, checking in saying Logan Paul is ironically enough, this is his opinion now, the best wrestler involved in this match.
Agreed.
This is a lot about Jay and Knight. Oh man. And 7-Eleven, that's how we say it now. What the vision dissolves into a team TKO type faction with Pat. Oh, your comments were so good, and you know what? They might do that though. I can't knock you for this one.
I could definitely see
I just don't want that. As dumb as that sounds, and I'm reading your comment there. I liked all your comments. So
I
far.
can totally see that.
I know.
People are giving interviews on regular media saying about how much they hate the direction the company's going right now. Let's spin that into something.
Well, we'll get to our next match. I think it's a great segue. But Mike, are you an action figure guy? Mueller, are you an action figure?
A bit.
I might have Mr. Perfect. I might send your way. So
I will definitely take a Mr. Perfect.
Or maybe he has to get perfect predictions first. We'll see what happens. But what do you got on this?
So you're sending it to me.
I'll package it
I mean,
up tonight.
you should send him a present anyways. Nice guy.
Yeah.
I should.
Sure. Thank you. I agree. I love presents.
I was on BCP. All I got was his t-shirt.
I'll take a BCP shirt.
I got you.
For this match, though, no, the Vision doesn't need a shakeup. The Vision needs an eye exam because this is garbage. And I'm so over it. And yeah, so celebrities don't typically lose at WrestleMania, but celebrities also typically want to be in the match. I Show Speed, the story around this match is he doesn't want to be in this match. He got dragged into this. He doesn't want to be in it. He is a celebrity that's much more well liked than the Paul brothers, even though they're kind of tied to each other. I actually think that the Usos and LA Knight are going to win because I Show Speed is going to screw over the Vision. Austin Theory takes the loss, and we all get to yeet a little while longer, which I know is Bill's favorite. So it's gonna. It's I'm really shocked. I feel super confident the other way in this one. I think this is baby faces all day.
So you're going babyface. All right, so you're with me on that one.
Right.
Yeah,
all
which
right,
I regret already, but we'll write it out.
Oh boy, where is it? All right, well, tell me I have the graphic. This is kind of a big one. Give me. I
got it on paper real quick.
So drawn on paper, like I have your Brian Daniels there, your Brian paper back here somewhere. I think.
Love it.
So we're at 11:45. I apologize. We're gonna try not to
zip through it.
Yeah.
All right.
We got it.
Oh yeah.
I appreciate you guys. You don't have to rush.
Real quick about the main events.
No. I want you guys to get your stuff in. And I just thank you for staying on. I appreciate. I hate asking you guys to stay on this long. Thank you guys in the chat. Yeah. So
just wish my mom believed in air conditioning.
I am so sorry. I'll put it this way. Who wants to go first? Wants to go first?
Me. Absolutely me. First off, Pat McAfee and those shades. What's happening? What are we doing here? That's what I want.
Just a little tweak to the right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, God, this here's a sad state of affairs when Randy Orton in a main event is considered a fresh idea. That's how bad of developing new stars we are. But I mean, to be fair, my Randy Orton-isms aside, I do agree with the fact it's like you have 20 years of history that you can play into for a main event that will be bloody as all hell. It really should be. And I mean, Cody saying, hey, you were my first match, you were my dad's last match, that means something. And that's connecting with people. The problem with this match is the dynamic here. People were going to want to boo Cody Rhodes, and no matter Pat and Randy Orton could go up to someone in the audience and slap them in the teeth, and they would still cheer for him because they just want to hear the song, watch the pose, RKO. That's what they want to see, and that's what they want to cheer. And also, they're tired of Cody because he's super stale because they haven't evolved him in 4 years or 5 years, how long he's been there. Degree in words, not numbers. And I love Cody. But something's got to change. Randy Orton's winning this match. This is super, like, it's such a lock that he's, Tyler, you know what? I'll start it for you. It's just like this, it should be a good match, but you then added Pat McAfee for no reason. Storyline wise, I get it.
Yeah.
He's got a show on ESPN. He's super talented. He can get heat. He can do all this. But I saw this point made about the Death Riders, and it'll be real quick, that someone made online, that no wrestling fan cares about the backstage anymore. We don't care about ticket sales and cage match ratings and TV ratings. No one cares about that. This is all stuff that people want to talk about other stuff. And then making this whole argument that Cody Rhodes isn't what a wrestling guy should look like. He's like 6'3", and every person I know that's met him said he looks like a Greek god. The guy is like, he should be a heel. That's my whole thing. But I mean, and you're saying, well, Randy Orton's a big, tall guy, and I want my daughter or my kid to watch, and this is what a wrestler should look like, is the most asinine thing that someone who's never watched wrestling would say. And Pat McAfee has watched wrestling. It's like such an ass backwards thing. Then you add Jelly Roll, who I said they would add, because you can't add Bad Bunny because of the whole Trump thing. And so it's like, it's just so stupid. It's just so stupid. And no one's going to care about this. You know what I hope happens? The Rock shows up just for the chaos of it. That's what I want. I want The Rock to show up and just be like, it was me all along, Cody. He pulls off the hood. It was me all along. Just do it. You know what? I just don't care anymore. Just like, I'll watch that. I'll watch The Rock come back and then throw some chaos in this, because that makes way more sense than what we got. We're talking about ticket sales. Ticket sales, really? We're trying to get people to watch the show, not be like, why are you doing this? Like, no one cares about this. This is Vince Russoism to the worst degree of like 1999, 2000 WCW. And I watched every episode of it, so I know what I'm talking about. This whole thing stinks. And I actually feel bad for Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes, because they should have a match that matters, because these are two guys who care about each other, that have a huge history, and it stinks. And it's so obvious Randy Orton's going to win, because Pat McAfee's not going to go away. We're going to get a Jelly Roll and Cody versus Pat McAfee and Randy match at Backlash. It's going to stink. No? Oh, dude. This is
I don't
like
want
almost,
it. I just don't want it.
Oh, it's the worst. It's the worst. How much worse can we get? Name some more celebrities we could add that would just make this more of a cluster.
Let me just point this out, Bill, and
No.
I think that's a fair take. Bill
Morgan
over the past 10 years has been very critical of Randy Orton. I put the action figure, I tease him about it. He says, I feel bad for Randy Orton.
I was about to
do.
that should be a clip.
Itself.
That's how bad this is.
And I'm not going to go yet, but I mean, I rest my case. Amanda, what do you got on this?
That should be a clip. Splice that out. Bill Bodkin saying he feels sorry for Randy Orton.
I was going to put his head
I'll
on
own it.
I'll
own it. I'm not
the
backing down
lemur.
from it.
Put in the lemur in the hole. Yeah. I'm, for Bill, like, Randy is the Basil of the Star Wars franchise.
No, I can't swear anymore on this podcast. Don't get me started.
You've already sworn a ton, my dude.
Yes.
I know. Listen, I've also slept for 2 hours.
I do have to submit a rating, yes.
I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying. Don't use that as a reason to not swear now.
I know.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, you couldn't save it for this.
I'm just saying. What it's
fuck,
that degree.
Oh, boy.
Well, but
that part.
yeah, but that's, if you're feeling sorry for Randy, like that says something. I'm gonna piggyback off you, Bill, because the builds for both matches, and I'm gonna save my Roman Punk because I have tons to say on that. But Cody and Randy, this is one of these feuds. This is a dream feud. You have two wrestling dynasties represented here. You have a storied history. Both of these men are charismatic, regardless about whether you love Randy Orton or hate Randy Orton, regardless of whether you think Cody is stale or not. Like, they have chemistry. They have charisma. You are talking about them. They are occupying space in your mind rent free, because that is who they are. So the way this feud started, great. Physicality, the promos, like, I was here for it. Like, I was here like, okay, finally gonna get something. Like, let's go. And, and then there's Randy, like, the voices in my head, like, he's all intense. And then you get Pat McAfee. And I was like, what the hell are we doing? What the hell are we doing? And I'm like, if this doesn't have a payoff, and then you add Jelly Roll. And I was like, oh, come on. Like, this did not need any of this. And then here's the promo for 25% off. I was like, stop, you are killing me right now.
Yeah.
Killing me because it's a whole, it's their way of trying to address the very valid criticism that's out there, and with the pricing, and this had so much potential, and this is the one match that's been affected by all of this business stuff the most, and this is the one that should not be. So that's my soapbox rant on that. But what I'm really hoping is if they are going to do this, give us the Cody Rhodes heel turn. I mean, you have Cody show up on Pat's show and just tear it up. I'm like, I would go back and double tap, man. Like, do it again.
You're a big proponent of the double tap. If people don't know.
Yeah, double tap. Finish what make sure it's finished. But
you do well here in Jersey.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, but give me Homelander Cody. Give me heel Cody. Like, look at what he was doing with Stephanie McMahon. Like, Cody is on the verge of, like, okay, heel turn. He's been there. Like, this is, again, he's getting close. I'm like, just pull the trigger. Have Jelly Roll turn on him in the middle of the match. Cost the title. Randy, and then ride off into the sunset and celebrate and gloat. And then maybe we get, like, Vigilante Cody. Like, who knows? Like Dark Avenger. Like, soul to soul. Do whatever he needs to do. Heel turn Cody. Give me something. Make this pay off. But I mean, Randy's going to win the title. And again, I think Jelly Roll's going to help them do it. But yeah, I just need Cody to let this be a change to make Cody fresh. Give me Homelander Cody. Give me Psycho Cody, and I'm here for it. That's all I would want. If you're going to mess this up, make it worth it.
That's a great line. If you're going to mess this up, make it worth it. Make this work. I'm fading, guys. Mike, help me out here.
Sure. I was on board with the Cody heel turn until Pat McAfee got involved and started talking about how much the product sucks. You know what I really love? I really love when I'm watching a show and the person on the show tells me that the show sucks. That's great. That's really good. That makes me want to keep watching the show. Well, it's different.
You silly goose.
But no, this, like Amanda said, this is, if ever there was a match that had the built-in storyline, this is it. And you sucked all the air out of it. I like Randy Orton. I love Cody Rhodes. I don't give a crap about this match, and it should not be. It should not be that way. It should not be that way. I was so looking forward to this match when it first came about. I'm like, we get the legacy, we get the payoff, all this stuff. This is going to be great. I think these guys can bring out the best in each other. I think the match itself will be very good. These are two guys that can tell a story in the ring. This is going to be great. And now it's going to be a schmaz fest. It's going to be ridiculous. It's going to be a clown show. And it hurts my soul to see that this is happening to this match, because this match could have been great, and you didn't have to do anything to it. The story wrote itself. This was the easiest job the writers could have ever had, and they decided to make it unnecessarily difficult and weird and convoluted. And we're getting into like the last season of Lost now, and where it's just like, what the hell? What the hell is going on, and why?
Let's do a podcast about that, because you're speaking my language right now. But go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So yeah, I'm with everybody that Randy's going to win. I want Cody to hold the title, because I personally I am not tired of babyface Cody Rhodes. Whenever he cuts that promo that comes from the heart, it gets me every time. And he speaks with passion, and he speaks with intensity. And watching him interact with the fans, and specifically the kids, Cody Rhodes can be a babyface for the rest of his life, and I would be fine with it. I thought if there ever was a time to turn him heel, this would have been it. But now with Pat McAfee coming in and saying what he's saying and doing what he's doing, I don't see it happening. I don't.
I feel bad for you, Mike. I feel bad that you really are disappointed in a match like that you wanted to see. I hate that.
I was trying to find a way to justify buying a ticket and going just for the night that this show was on, whether it was night 1 or night 2. I was going to buy that ticket and find a way. I was already thinking about people to cover my shifts at work, and now I'm just like I'm beyond over it.
So again, I'm a metric guy. So this got you to not buy a ticket.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Even with
okay.
25% off.
Look,
Even
Bill
with
feels
25%
bad
off.
for Randy Orton. I mean, this is like
First off, guys,
That is
I will do a
brilliant.
better job. I will get that.
Can somebody add in Basil from Star Wars?
Yes.
In the acolyte, please? Add in
oh my
Basil.
gosh, I see it though.
Family
Oh,
portrait.
this is
Yeah,
really
Basil on
good.
the other side, guys. Let's do
I'm
it.
sorry, Bill. I'm trying to have some levity here. I'm really trying to save this show, man.
It's just like my chin isn't that.
I know. I
pointy.
dude, I was doing
it's
it
more
well, man.
fat.
I
That's what I'm
was-
saying. It's fat.
No, not at all. PHAT, Bill. PHAT.
Well, so
Let's
sweaty
go to
right now.
Matt.
It's terrible.
I have so many thoughts. Matt, I feel like voice of reason here. Matt's gonna find a bright spot in this. What do we got, Matt?
Wow.
I feel like I
don't
wanna
get that
hug
very
Matt.
often. Let me give you this. Yes. Kelvin, if you're out of baggage claim, you can go ahead and make a comment here. People have been waiting for, Homelander Cody for like 5 years now, since the AEW days. And they didn't have to do that here. They could have. What they really didn't need to do was inject Pat McAfee and Jelly Roll here. You brought an A5 Wagyu cheeseburger to my table, and you stuck a chocolate chip cookie and a lemon wedge in the middle of it and expected me to eat it. Both those
Well,
things
first
are
off,
fine, but
don't
they
insult
don't
chocolate.
belong in that dish. All right?
I don't know. A chocolate chip cookie and a burger might actually be pretty good. I'm not.
I was in Raleigh, North Carolina. I think it was the week or 2 weeks after that contract signing where Randy bounced Cody's head off the table and beat the hell out of him. And yeah, people were 100% behind Randy. They sang every syllable of the song as he came out to the ring and as he left, both times. If that's what it is, go with it. And if you don't want to go with it, then just let it be what it is. Tim Hardy, I wonder about your decision making now as I read that comment.
That's
Yes.
a dad statement if I've ever heard one.
But you don't have to make that type of a pivot. You don't need to go down a dirt road and a canoe down the stream to get to the same place. Let it play out or do the logical thing. Don't just grab random stuff and stuck it in. Okay, thank you, Tim. And just make it part of the thing.
Oh God.
I have one.
Just because
quick
a tomato's
question.
a fruit doesn't mean it belongs in the fruit salad.
True. Mike, go ahead.
We're all in agreement, though, that Pat McAfee is the lemon and Jelly Roll's the chocolate chip cookie, right?
I mean,
I would agree.
I'm here with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna go with
All
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, cool.
oh
That's
yeah.
important. You got. I mean, I've all week I've had so much to say on this. I feel like you guys have pretty much said it all. I think the fans have said it all. Again, I'm very good at separating, like Amanda and I have been saying all night, the business of it. Which again, the business of it doesn't make total sense to me. I get the mindset, maybe. I'll be fair, but the story, my soap operas, a Rhodes versus an Orton, 20 years. We've been talking about this the past 3-4 years. This happening. WWE just put out a clip of all the times Orton's just looking at the title while talking to Cody. I wish I could share that here. It's just there. It's all that.
Yes.
Bill feels bad for Randy Orton. I mean,
Yes,
this is where
it's
we're
just
at.
like you put a friggin' punter and a guy who lost a whole bunch of weight with tattoos on his face who don't wrestle. They're not drawing money. They made Mike Mueller sit at home.
So,
Yeah.
so being fair, I always look, where's the monkey wrench, right? They were cheering for Orton. Matt can account for that firsthand. They were cheering for Orton. Why are they cheering for Orton? Because he's Orton. We got the Orton of 09. We got vintage Randy Orton, Michael Cole. We're going for 15. That's okay. They get you. That's okay. He's the cool. We want him to get 15. Cody got booed at WrestleMania last year. Okay, whatever. The kids are still gonna love him. It's all there. Orton was having some really great promos sitting in the ring where he's just calm, cool, collected, and then the veins pop out of his head, and I heard the voices, and like he really just it's on and off, and he does such a good job with that. He hasn't been on the mic in the past few weeks. Who's been on the mic? And we see it's Pat McAfee. We know why it's Pat McAfee. Maybe put him in another match from somewhere else. Now, everyone, I don't want to say in the business, but like everyone on Busted Open, on all the shows, everyone that's reporting who have worked with Pat, colleagues, this is not Pat's fault. Like, this is not, he's a good guy. He's proved that he can get it done in the ring. Like, and I'll give it to him. I was very critical of the Gunther thing. I hate to give it to him, but he gets it done in the ring. He added so much to Michael Cole. He was great on commentary. I don't like seeing announcers and stuff like that in the ring, but he proved himself. And I just want to say that everyone is saying it's not Pat's fault. It's not Pat. It's not Pat. It's not Pat. So I hate that if that's the case, I don't know the guy. I hate to be critical of him. He was given a role like most of the wrestlers are, and you make lemonade. He comes in with the sunglasses, the RKO shirt, and cuts this like I'm an Attitude Era guy promo with these cliches, and it takes you out of it. And then Cody comes back with a great promo. He goes, I didn't know what a play wrestler was until I met you. And I thought that was perfect. That line, I was just like, great job, Cody. And Cody's even taking jabs in interviews now, and not in like a storyline way. And then Damian Priest is saying stuff on Gabby Laspiza's podcast, excuse me. You know, he's saying, hey, we can't curse like that. And if we can, we have to make it count for something. You know, it's really, and this guy's just getting bleeped and censored the whole time. I don't know what it necessarily does for the kids and the families. I get the thought process of having Pat McAfee, a guy who's on ESPN every single day. They had something today talking about WrestleMania. I watched SportsCenter this morning. About 40% of SportsCenter was WrestleMania, which was cool to see. Ray was on. It was kind of weird. You know, you almost feel bad for these like sports journalists kind of asking wrestling kayfabe questions. It's a weird dynamic, but it's all over ESPN. They do an angle today where Cody Rhodes comes and breaks into Pat's studio, breaks like two things, grabs the title, gives the janitor a pat, thanks a lot, walks out with the title. Kill it there. He's got the title back. All right, kill it there. Orton's not on the mic. Take the L, kill it there. Now Jelly Roll's involved. Then in all of this, Pat's cutting his heel promo. All right, I get it. Now we're going to start cheering or booing Randy by association. Okay, I get the boo the heel. Now they'll cheer Cody by default thing. Fine, I get it. I don't agree with it. Oh, also, here's a coupon. I love me a good coupon. Hey, I love a Matt. You know I love a coupon. I love it.
Thank you for calling it a coupon and not a coupon. That's all I'm saying.
I call it a coupon. Is that what am I saying? Is that a jersey?
I agree. Some people call it coupons, and I just
in the Midwest we call it a coupon. And
I'm not going to hold.
I say coupon.
People,
the Jerky Boys also during that one skit.
But so he throws so that to me is just like confusing, and I can't just there's the storyline. You ruined it. I don't know what else to say. I feel bad for Cody, who's been not just the WWE guy, but a pro wrestling guy, man. And to their fathers, and just I get it. The bottom line, the dollar, I get it. I don't know what to say. Randy's gonna win.
I'm gonna nuance your comment a little bit, Rob,
please.
You're right. When we've talked about this business wrestling, right? We've been talking about this all night. We're just in a situation. It's always been about business with WWE, but it's now we're in an era of business by people who don't understand wrestling,
and it's unabashed.
Yes,
that's my thing too.
And that's where we're at right now. That's why this WrestleMania and the storylines continue to suffer, and they are declining because we are now in an era where WWE is effectively controlled. And again, not talking about Triple H. I'm going above him at this point. It is by people who don't understand wrestling, don't bother to care to learn it. They are interjecting themselves because they are looking to make a dollar. Like they treat it like any other property, and they don't understand the nuances of wrestling. That's what's different about this time around.
100%.
Turner Broadcasting, 1999 and 2000.
Yes.
Yeah, man. That's what this is AOL owning it.
Tim Hardy saying TKO did the same thing with UFC. And UFC, I know, suffering a little bit now. Dana does not make the decision. I don't know UFC like that. Check out our friends Knockouts and 3 Counts. They do a lot of UFC MMA.
I remember, Rob, I said this 2 years ago with Cody. If he didn't beat Roman, then that Universal title becomes a celebrity title, and I think we're not far away from that. Yeah, if you're watching WrestleMania, if you're watching WrestleMania and you watched AEW Dynasty, the divide between those two companies could not be more deep. It's like the W is the most important letter in AEW, it's wrestling. The E is the most important letter in WWE right now, it's entertainment. And I think they're really pushing that, and they want to make this money. And I think you're just going to see more of this. And it's frustrating. Like I said, I feel frustrated for my friends on this podcast who love WWE. And like, I'm still like very upset that Mike is not going to this show because they screwed over the match he wanted to see. But I feel bad. Like, they're asking so much money from people to watch this stuff. And this is what you're giving them. And that stings to me. Like, think about this. Last year, you were paying $9.99 to watch it on Peacock, and now you got to pay $30 per month for an app. Plus, how much is WrestleMania? How much? $800 for a nosebleed seat to see this? That stinks, man. It just sucks because wrestling should be fun, and we're not joyous on this podcast, except when Matt drops just like a nugget of wisdom, and it's been great.
Margarita
a
Man
different
is
kind of nugget right now. You got me all
keeping us up.
depressed.
I know, right? This is like one of our most fun podcasts of the year. But again, it's the business, and but here we are. Perhaps a better.
Look at that pompadour on CM Punk, man.
I'm not even looking at CM Punk.
I was going to say, I don't think I'll make this.
Man,
I feel better all of a sudden.
That's good. I'm glad I'm in. Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, versus CM Punk. CM Punk.
They're really contouring Roman's face in that. My God, those cheekbones. Look at that.
Leave that alone. Shush, Bill.
Cut glass with those things.
Lost in his eyes. I think Punk.
Lost in his eyes? She was like.
Punk coming off arguably the greatest promo of his career, and just everything we talked about. I love that he addressed that. I love the things he said. I have never, Bill, I think you're the same. I've never been really a CM Punk guy. Look, we know a lot of people that have not been a fan of working beside him, and I've just heard the same thing from people over the years, the same story. But that being said, he's always been interesting. He's always turned the business on its head. He always has my attention. And that promo, I think it was needed. I think it was great. I think Matt and we were in Philly during that first showdown between the two of them on the mic, the Zebros thing. Fantastic. It's been great. Roman in his final form doing his thing. Yes, Amanda, we know he looks great. But they're amazing. This has been really, really good. This last promo on Monday was interesting to me because it was one of those things like they're building up, and like at MSG, Punk puts them through the table and they're talking about like the fathers and people passing away and all that. And this one was kind of like, you know what, man? Like, I'm sorry I said that. And he's like, no, man. Like, and I'm paraphrasing here. No, yeah. I wish I had the connection with the fans, and I wish they would chant my name for 10 years. And it was like that respect almost. And like, I like different. It was just a weird move on the go home show. I felt, especially Punk coming off that promo. Yeah. I wanted a little more fun. Yeah. I didn't hate it because I like different, and I like that it was like very mature. Like, I don't know. I respected it, but I don't think I'm watching wrestling to be like, oh, well, that's like that makes a lot of sense. And I mean, I am because I nitpick, but like, oh, they have a lot of respect for each other. That being said, and I tease, it's been a really good build so far. I think it was kind of cool to add something different on that last Monday Night Raw. It's not what I expected, though. That being said, Amanda, I'll throw it to you first. Is it Roman's time to once again become the champion?
I'm going to disagree with you that the build has been good for this match.
Sure.
I'm actually really unhappy with it because I feel like this is another match. If I didn't hate the Rhodes Orton match build so much, I actually would have hated this one because, again, you have another history. Like, they've been leading into this. And I think this feud started red hot. Like, that first promo, like that first, like right after, Roman made his choice, like that was great. The physicality, great, because you have this history of going through with the Shield, they keep bringing that up, and then you have this long-term storytelling of, oh, hey, we're fighting over Paul Heyman now, which I was like, way to go, Paul Heyman. How did you get that to happen? I want Brandon and Roman to fight over me. But, I'm just saying, but, but I mean, like they had this, this dynamic storytelling. The two of them have always hated each other. Even when they were reluctant allies, they've always put that in there. And I'm like, you know what? You guys say you hate each other so much. You're cutting these like super personal promos. Where's more physicality? Why has this like died down? If you guys hate each other, like unleash. And I love my tribal chief. I love him. I do. But I wanted him to unleash a little bit more on these promos, especially
Oh, I
after
bet you
Punk.
did.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm like, you're talking about someone's dad. Like, unleash. Like, Punk has been gold with these promos. I give him that. Like, I'm not a Punk person, but I think he has put in the work to get where he is. He has carried this company at the Raw side for a good while, doing things that, again, I hurt every day getting out of bed. He's doing things, and he's much older than I am. So, it's but I feel that, I wanted more. If you hate someone, like, give me more hate. Go to the dark side. Like, you can still, like, Roman can still be cold and calculating and be like, okay, but you can unleash too. Like, give me more hate. If you guys hate each other so much and it's this personal, then why am I not getting that? So that's where I'm a little bit more. And then give me more. Like, I actually was unsatisfied after the ending of Raw, because I was like, these guys are going to tear into each other. Like, Punk's getting in the ring. This is what's going to happen. And then they're just staring down, and I'm like, what the hell? What the heck? And I'm like, what are we doing here? So my hope is that this carries over into the match. I think this is going to be a very physical match between the two. I think that, I think we're going to see the Usos get involved, because they have been peppered in throughout this. But everyone's thinking that it's going to be Jay turning on Roman. I don't think that is. We've done Jay and Roman already. It's been done. It's been finished. That's the obvious answer. It's going to be Jimmy. I think nobody suspects Jimmy. I think it's going to be Jimmy. And I don't think he's going to cost Roman the match, though. Both of them are going to interfere in some way, shape, or form. I think right now, because you have, Street Fighter around the corner, Roman's been on talk shows. Like, again, this is where the business comes in, and you don't have Roman Reigns win the Royal Rumble to not put something on him. And right now, with declining sales, right now with the company being, probably at its most negative, and I say that in like the nicest way possible, I'm not trying to, like, they're in a precarious position, as we just talked about, in terms of where the fans are. Roman draws. He is pop culture. He is aura farming all over the place. He has been all over with interviews. And I personally think he's going to win this title. And this is the last time we're going to see him hold it. I say that because he is going to be 40. I feel like, so hot at 42, by the way, but he's going to be 40. He is slowing down even more so. I think he's going to retire in the next 2 years. This is just my feeling. I look at his physique, which, again, God tier, not bashing him. He looks phenomenal, but he's slimmer. He looks, I almost would want to say, like, wrestling retirement maintenance. Like, living with Brandon post-retirement, he's not bulking up like he used to for wrestling. He's not, he looks, my fiance looks phenomenal, period. But he's not in wrestling. Yes, he's not in wrestling physique maintenance form like we have to. And Roman, if you've noticed, is like slimmed down. His shoulders, like, the traps are not like as crazy huge. Like, he's not putting on size like he used to when he was going to be here long term. So I think we're going to get one good title run from him for a little while longer. And then I think, honestly, probably next year's WrestleMania will be his last one. I think he's going to retire. Hollywood's around the corner. Street Fighter's around the corner. There's more things in his future. He's talked about how he's a family man, which, God bless him. I'm here for that. All for about family. I think Roman is now setting his sights on outside of the ring at this point. And so I think he'll win the title. There will be chicanery from the Usos, but he's going to win the title, and CM Punk's going to take a little bit of a break because he's been putting his body through a lot, but he will be back. And we'll see.
I acknowledge Amanda on that take. Great job, Amanda, on that one. Tim Hardy in the chat. I love how men will try to find a negative in a gorgeous way. I can't find a negative. I cannot find a negative.
Zero negatives, Tim.
That's that. Look at that. I mean, come on now. Chiseled. Speaking of chiseled, let's throw it to Matt. What do you got?
Hammered is what you're going for.
One of the things that I did maybe not hate, but yeah, the one thing that I did hate about this build is that Roman wasn't there every week for it.
Yep. Ding, ding.
That killer promo that CM Punk did the other week, it reminded me a lot of when Roman cut the great promo on John Cena the week after he got handled by John Cena on promos and did great, but John wasn't there. What's the point? The promo that CM Punk did on Roman, it was kind of echoing what a lot of people were saying about him and why people booed him during the 5 years that he's doing his best in-ring work, but we just didn't want him there. Meanwhile, that Friday on SmackDown with that video package, that cold open with Roman kind of throwing it back at CM Punk, it was one of the things I've kind of been saying about CM Punk for many years. The company doesn't like you, you're champion for 432 days. Here's your apology for Saudi Arabia. Those sort of things. And that would have held a lot more if it was face-to-face. Am I a Nepo baby, or is I someone who ate the food and slept under the roof that this business has afforded my family for generations that I was born into? These are moments that we kind of missed out on that were really no-brainers.
Well said.
And the other no-brainer is that this is, hey, CM Punk, you finally got your WrestleMania main event. Have fun losing it, because this is going to go to Roman.
Wow. There it is, Bill, and then Mr. Perfect. Bill, what do you got on this one? Take us home.
This build stinks because what it did was it went for too long. And so to Matt's point, there were times where, like, Roman and Punk would say these things when they're not there, but when they were in front of each other, they tried to out edgelord each other. It's like, cool, just make out then, because you're not going to fight each other. Just do something. Like,
I support
if
that.
someone,
Yeah.
hey, listen.
I yelled kiss at the TV.
I
after Raw.
often, anytime I'm in wrestling, after a while, I'm just like, just kiss. It's just like, but it's just like, if someone said something like that about my dad, I would see red and I would want their throat in my hand. Like, I would want their blood on my hands. Like, that's how bad I would want it. But he didn't. It was just like this, like, oh, I could say something cooler than you could. And then, like, someone pointed this out on Twitter, and I agree with them. Like, this whole, like, hey, I respect you, came off as like, hey, I'm just a giant insecure douchebag. Like, great, you both are that. That's awesome. That adds zero to this match. The Punk addressing Pat McAfee in that one promo, again, does nothing for this main event. And it's just like, also, CM Punk is boring to me right now. He's boring because I don't see an edge. I don't see a fire to him. But where was the edge and fire to him when Pat McAfee said something? And that also, like, Roman Reigns, almost felt like he was tagged on to that. And even what he said, even though he was yelling about, oh, you're a failed Hollywood star, or your cousin's a failed Hollywood star, and you did this, it's such low-hanging fruit. It's the shtick that we criticize MJF for doing. Like grabbing the easiest thing you could. Like, where's these cerebral, incisive, cutting promos? Making fun of someone's dad being dead. It's just like, oh my gosh, dude, really? Why don't you say his mom's fat too? Like, that's just like that's the type of schoolyard 4th grade shit you pull. And there's nothing to this match. And the other problem with this match is the basis of this match is going to be very much like Cody and Randy. It's going to be a lot of kick punch, a lot of monologuing, a lot of grandstanding. You need a little bit of difference. And Pat McAfee and Jelly Roll about that difference, but like, you needed an edge to it, and I just don't see this. I think Roman does win here because you need a change of pace, and that's another sad state of affairs. When Roman Reigns is your champion, is a change of pace. No offense, Amanda, he held the title forever. It's like when WCW be like, oh, what do we do? I don't know, put the belt back on Ric Flair. It's like, how many times are you going to do that without building another star? And that shows a problem in WWE is they don't have people ready. That's why Opa Femi needs to win. That's why people need to be built instead of like swing and misses with Jey Uso and Solo and all these other guys. Like, you need to build people so we don't have this, like, we're like, a part-timer winning the title is actually a pretty smart idea right now. Or let's get that guy from ESPN to be in a main event. It just all stinks. So yeah, Roman Reigns for the win. Let's throw it up for Amanda because I support my friends.
Love it. All right. Well, Mr. Mike Mueller, we support you, my friend. Take us home. Roman Reigns, CM Punk.
So this is the problem when you have two tweeners fight each other, is that
Yes.
neither one of them can be really one way or the other. So you have to do this back and forth dance. As soon as Punk made the dead dad comment, I'm
Heel.
like, great. We're gonna go full heel with Punk. We're gonna decide that Roman is the baby face, and I can get behind that. That can
Yes.
get me to care about this. But you've got this really bad, awkward dance that's happening right now where they're taking turns being the bigger jerk. And all it does is make me not really care for either one of them in this match. That to me was the point of no return. Was like that should have been full on. Punk is full heel for this story, and then I could have gotten behind that. But then the quasi apology to the Usos, but not really. And then, like, to Witness's credit, I loved Roman's vignette of like pointing out that Punk was a hypocrite in all these different ways. I thought that was great. That should have been done in the ring, and that should have been done from the perspective of a pure babyface, not this smug guy who's trying to toe the line. And they're both trying to toe the line. And I'm sorry, the only one guy is good at being a smug jerk in this ring, and that's CM Punk. You should have just leaned into it. You should have just let him do that. You should have let Roman be the babyface.
Yeah.
You missed the opportunity on that, and now you got these two guys that are just in this muddy water. I actually want Punk to win this, just because I don't want to see Roman with Roman deserves another title reign. I think it should be done in a grander way than this. And by the way, how weird is it to say it should be done in a grander way than the main event of WrestleMania?
Yeah.
But again, this is where we're at. I just would want more pomp and circumstance from it, instead of, again, another main event that I should care deeply about, because I am a CM Punk guy and I'm unapologetic about it. But this just has been, like, to Bill's credit, it's stale because he's not like he has to hold back, and we're not letting him be the jerk that he can be so well. Do we not remember Paul Heyman coming out as Paul Bearer right after he died in the Undertaker WrestleMania match? Like, that's where I thought we were going with this. And I was like, all right, here's some crap that we can really feel passionate about. And instead, we got another nothing burger. And I'm getting full of these nothing burgers with lemons and chocolate chip cookies. I can't handle another one.
Full circle.
I'm tapped out.
What a pro.
But
Great
but
job.
Roman will win.
Great job, Mike. Guys,
Thank
thank you so much. Great panel. Thanks, everyone in the comments. Guys, 3
Sorry
hours
for
on this one.
swearing.
I am so sorry for 3 hours on this. A long podcast. I appreciate
Wait,
it.
we're already done?
We do this every year, man. We're always like, it went so long. It's like, yeah.
Try to do it in an hour.
I
and a
know
half.
you guys all got work and kids. And
I mean, to be fair, it was 13
Too much.
matches we had to cover in 2 nights.
Yeah.
You guys did
We
great.
actually did
too.
pretty good.
We had to talk about like literal major wrestling news and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So yeah, it's like we're gonna hang out. We're gonna talk about it. I'm gonna swear way too
Global
much.
politics,
We
Cats
do
and
do.
dogs falling in love.
major
It's great.
media. Like,
Yeah, you know what we do. But guys, support everyone here. Of course, the popbreak.com, Sweet Chin Musings, catch Matt, Big Cat, and myself on the radio, WMCX, on Sundays for the Downbeat Beatdown. Hopefully, we'll have some interviews, some awesome interviews for you coming up in the next couple days. Very excited for that one. WrestleMania week, guys. Keep it here on BCP Plus, guys. And like we always say here, everyone stay safe, stay positive, take care of each other. We out, guys. BCP is brought to you by our favorite store, Funkenstein Wrestling Superstore, located in the Englishtown Flea Market in New Jersey from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Saturdays and Sundays, and online at FunkensteinWrestlingSuperstore.com. Get your favorite wrestling merch, retro video games, Ninja Turtles, Ghostbusters, G.I. Joe, so much more. It's our favorite store. Thank you, Heather and Dan, for sponsoring the BCP. Also got to welcome back our sponsors, the No Gimmicks Podcast, the podcast that keeps it 100% real 100% of the time. Check out our guy Kelvin, only on the No Gimmicks Podcast. Wrestling All Day, All Night is the best wrestling discussion group on Facebook. We provide more of a community feel here and have wrestling fans introduce other fans to something they may not have seen before, such as old school wrestling, indie wrestling, Japanese wrestling, and so much more. We also strive to be a source of information regarding upcoming wrestler meet and greets and signings. And remember, we're open 24/7, all day, all night. Be sure to follow on socials and join the group on Facebook at Wrestling All Day, All Night. Welcome back, our sponsor, Sweet Chin Musings. Sweet Chin Musings is the creation of the reigning, rarely defending, highly disputed champion of wrestling podcast, Mr. Perfect, Mike Mueller, and his tag team partner in crime, Luke Kudialis. SCM focuses on the in-ring product of WWE and AEW, no dirt sheet rumors here, as well as backstage news, predictions, and analysis of characters, storylines, and major pay-per-views. Old school fans, don't worry, we have you covered as well, with a look back on classic matches, top 10 lists, and interactive tournaments that let the fans decide who is truly the best of all time. You can find them at Facebook at Sweet Chin Musings, and check out the podcast on all major podcast platforms. Please welcome back our sponsors on the BCP Plus and the podcast, GPW Productions. GPW provides your promotion or event with top-tier video, audio production, live streaming, and more. I can personally vouch for them in saying they are hands down the best production company I've ever worked with, as they have and continue to work with the likes of AEW, GCW, StarCast, MLW, not to mention the majority of the local independent promotions here in the tri-state area. They can even help you film a vignette or promo for your persona or gimmick. And guess what? GPW doesn't just work in wrestling. No, they cover MMA, boxing, basketball, or any other sporting event as well. On a personal note, I'd like to thank Mike Sesko, Frank Leone, O'Neil Andros, and the team for giving me multiple opportunities to work with them and some of the best talent in the world. Thank you, GPW, and guys, book GPW for your promotion or event today at contact@gpwproductions.com. Please welcome back one of our favorite sponsors, Mania Club. Established in 2015, Mania Club is a WWE recognized community for fans with an eclectic love for both the world of professional wrestling and raising money for Connor's Cure. During WrestleMania weekend, we host the official tailgate of WrestleMania while also celebrating the life of Conor McCallum. They are the single largest donor within the V Foundation for Connor's Cure, with over 150,000 raised. Please donate and join the Facebook group over at Mania Club on Facebook. Donate at jimmyv.org/Mania Club. Guys, please welcome in our new pod sponsor for the months of May and June, J. Adam Photography. Jay provides quality, artistic, innovative photography with a quick turnaround time. Be sure to check out his latest ISPW wrestling pics and much more stellar content. Right now, wrestlers can do a special portrait shoot with Jay in Sparta, New Jersey for just $50. Contact Jay at Jay Vogel on Facebook and be sure to follow him across socials. Thank you, Jay, for sponsoring the BCP. Guys, let's welcome in our new pod sponsor, Cooper Groove Grips. When you play Cooper Groove drumsticks, you get increased sensory feedback from your hands, so your grip will naturally loosen, but you have complete control. With that taking place, you don't have fatigue and soreness, which can lead to long-term issues. Guys, as a drummer, Cooper Groove is my drumstick of choice. Sweaty hands aren't a problem. Grip is good. Don't forget to check out their amazing Cooper Groove bats coming out soon. Guys, follow at Cooper Groove Grips on Facebook. Guys, please welcome in our new podcast sponsors, ISPW Weekly, where we dive deep into the world of ISPW, the crossroads of professional wrestling. Join Jumpin' Jay and Total with Tom every week as they interview the stars of the ring, uncover their stories, rivalries, and the electrifying action that defines ISPW. Be sure to check out ISPW Weekly on the ISPW Facebook page every week. Are you looking to press play on Feeling Good Again? Well, Twisted Shamrock Studios and Spa, our premier sponsor here on BCP Plus, Delaware County's Retro Recovery Rebels. They're here to rewind time and reboot the way you heal. From therapeutic massage and assisted stretch therapy to glow-up facials and energy work, this is where function meets feel good. Perfect for athletes, overachievers, and everyday Joes and Janes who need real relief with a vintage twist. Not to mention pro wrestlers. Reboot your body, recharge your soul. Rock the retro vibe. Call or text 484-574-8868 or visit twistedshamrockstudiospa.com. Guys, please welcome back our returning podcast sponsor, USDN. USDN podcast is run by USDN Chairman and the Council of Nerds. We bring you all the latest news and rumors from the world of nerds and consolidate it right here at the U.S. Department of Nerds. USDN is for the people, by the people, and of the people. Follow them at facebook.com/US Department of Nerds. Guys, please welcome in our new pod sponsor for 2025, the Ropes and Riffs podcast, featuring Maestro John Kiernan speaking with the stars of professional wrestling about their in-ring, tunage, gear, and so much more. Check out John's interviews with the likes of Lindsay Dorado, Mercedes Martinez, and so much more. Find the Ropes and Riffs podcast on all major podcast platforms. Guys, please welcome back our returning sponsor from the left side. Get hit from the left side with all the wrestling and sports news you can handle. Thank you from the left side for sponsoring the BCP. Please welcome our newest podcast sponsor. It's the SDN podcast for in-depth WWE predictions, pay-per-view reviews, and insightful interviews with wrestling personalities. I highly recommend the SDN podcast. They cover all the big events and give you expert analysis every single week. Be sure to subscribe and stay updated on everything pro wrestling. Thank you, SDN Podcast, for sponsoring the BCP. Please welcome back our returning podcast sponsor in EM Collectibles. EM Collectibles features live signings, collectibles, toys, and more. Be sure to follow them on Facebook and stay tuned for more upcoming events. Those events including March 28th and 29th, 2026, the Syracuse Collectors Con with Mr. Anderson, American Gladiators Malibu, Diamond Blaze, and more TBA. May 2nd, 2026, the New England Fan Fest with Adam Bomb, Harvey Whippleman, the Headbangers, and the Powers of Pain. ISPW returns to Hackettstown High School in New Jersey for Legends of Wrestling Night. It's going to be on March 13th, 2026, featuring WWE Hall of Famer Kurt Angle. The ISPW Women's Championship is on the line as Tina San Antonio defends against Vicious Vicky Venuto in a Hackettstown street fight. Also, Vargas defends his ISPW Heavyweight Championship against Dan Moff, that now takes on Amish Country, and more.